Hello, everybody. Welcome to the LDR podcast. I am Kelsey, and today we're joined by Charlie and Andy, like usual. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Howdy do.
It's going well.
Fantastic. So, let's get started. I'm pretty sure you wanted to do something, Andy?
Yeah, so, this is just, it's not directed at anyone, really, but I happened to stumble upon, the ingredients in Tombstone Pizza.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Continuing this. Can you link
and
it?
It's got shitloads of MSG. It's got weird
hold
things
on.
I've
Really?
never even
Hold
heard
on.
of.
MSG apparently, and I'm taking this from one YouTuber who is...
He's lying.
He says MSG is completely, it does not hurt anyone. It's complete bullshit. Everyone eats MSG because it's found in natural foods everywhere, like tomatoes have it. Maybe it's all bullshit. I don't know. I've heard MSG is totally
from
awful.
From what I understood, the concept behind why MSG is bad is because it makes food that your body would naturally reject because it's terrible, like McDonald's, taste fine.
Yeah.
So you can get over how terrible it would normally taste.
But it's like salt. Like salt is a natural flavor enhancer. It makes everything just taste more savory, right? And
Well,
that's what MSG apparently does. It just makes
Salt makes
not
everything
where this
taste more
gets
like
interesting. Then it talks about a bunch of other stuff, but the very last one is called controversial ingredients. It's like
edgy ingredients.
Have you ever wanted an aborted fetus to gay marry on your pizza?
Oh my god.
We've got that.
That's like
There's
that
a
one.
Tombstone Pizza Twitter account. Oh my god.
You got to retweet everything, Charlie.
Are you wearing a Tombstone Pizza t-shirt right now?
I can imagine Charlie doing that.
I feel really bad for making fun of you because then I asked one of my other friends if he liked Tombstone Pizza. He's like, yeah, it's like the best frozen pizza out there. I was like, no.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's really not.
Yeah.
It's
It's not
literally
even like frozen.
any other-
It's not even like, oh, Tombstone is bad. I mean, honestly, I don't think I've ever had anything besides like DiGiorno and like Red Baron or something. And I'm sure Tombstone is of the better frozen pizzas, but again, that's like saying my golden encrusted piece of shit is better than your shit. To me, it's just, I mean, I work at a pizza restaurant, so it's kind of, if I want pizza, I'll just go fucking eat fantastic pizza. That's amazing.
This guy.
I'm spoiled, is what I'm trying
telling
to say.
you guys are in the minority. Everyone I know loves Tombstone.
That's
I don't know what the hell
you're
you guys
from
are
the
talking
East
about.
Coast. Tombstone doesn't even come with the little cardboard thing you cook it on. It just is the cardboard
No,
thing.
it comes with cardboard.
I was making a joke. I was making fun of your
The
favorite
good ones have
pizza
the
brand.
rising crust, but honestly, come on. It's difficult to make your own dough, but there's so many fucking recipes on the internet. Just make your own goddamn dough. And it's
There's
fun.
so many
It's fun,
options.
too. It's
I don't
a lot
have
of fun.
time.
If you're eating pizza, you're not taking the time to make it yourself. You just want to
What are you
ingest
talking?
empty
I
calories.
literally
I
eat
know.
pizza once a week that I make myself.
Dough from scratch, or do you buy the dough?
Yeah, I mean, I buy the dough, but I buy it from a pizza place.
Case
So-
in point, motherfucker.
That's not a case in point. You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
You're fighting an uphill battle here, man.
I don't think I am. We should implement a polling system of how many people.
Well, uphill in the fact that I'm never going to give up. Is what I
Well,
mean.
yeah, you hold your Tombstone beliefs harder than you hold political and religious beliefs.
That is
Yeah,
true.
because it
You're
has
like,
no
you know
bearing
what?
on
Maybe
anything.
gay
You're more
marriage is
agnostic
the
on
right thing. I don't know,
everything.
but Tombstone will never be not good.
Yeah.
Oh,
If there's a
jeez.
day where they have a recipe change and then it really tastes like shit, I'll be upset.
Oh my! Introducing new Tombstone, but that was just a marketing ploy so they could implement Tombstone Classic.
Yep. It's like that one Futurama episode. And we'll make billions.
Yeah, it's like we'll just use all this corrupted Slurm, and then people will hate it, and then we'll introduce Slurm Classic.
Slurm, yeah.
No, they'll introduce Tombstone Attack of the Clones.
Because it rhymes?
No, because Attack of the Clones is shit.
Oh, I see.
Okay,
see.
I just want to bring this up because I read some posts about how awful this movie is. The American Sniper movie with what's his face from The Hangover, Bradley
American
Cooper.
Sniper?
Have you guys
I
heard of that
never
movie?
that.
Okay, Andy.
No.
has-
Yeah, of course. My roommates are all conservative rednecks. They
Oh.
are in
Is
love
it
with
is
that
it
movie.
new? Like it's in the
Yeah.
No,
theaters?
it just came out. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
in theaters right now.
So first
kinda
off,
dumb.
it's made by the guy who sat down Invisible Obama in the Republican convention last year. His name is Clint Eastwood, and he's made a lot of good movies. Of course, he makes this, which it's like if you're gonna go out, just
Yeah, but I mean,
why do you gotta
Clint
be
Eastwood's
a
like one of the
old-
last super duper true Americans, in my opinion. Like, he's so old that he's from that point where you're never going to be able to convince him otherwise.
But, oh man, like, there's just so many issues I have with him now. And, you know, like, whatever, have your political agenda. Like, I try to separate those things, you know? Like, I try to separate the fact that Michael Jackson did some interesting things in his life, and I try to say he was a great dancer and a great musician, and there's nothing that anyone can say about that. Now, as a person, yeah, maybe
This
he was a little bit
sounds
different.
like, I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy. I'm just saying he might have had some good ideas.
Yep.
He had a few good hits.
I think he had a couple of good ideas.
With all the misses
my-
he had, you have to say he had some good ideas with the. I'm not even gonna go where I was gonna say.
Yeah, as soon as I introduced this topic, I was like, "There's no way this can end well."
Which topic was it?
Hitler having some good ideas.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about an actual topic that you're good.
No,
Anyways,
well, I mean,
yeah.
Tombstone was my topic,
Right.
And that seems to be done with. So I got nothing.
Yeah, I do want
Good
to
night,
know.
everybody.
I do want to know more about MSG though, because like I heard from the guy I watch on YouTube. His name is Zook, and he's a graphic designer, but he also makes cooking videos.
He's also a doctor.
Yeah, he's also a doctor. No, he's goddamn, I can't remember which country he's from, but it's in Eastern Europe somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, he just talks about MSG. Like, he's like, guys, don't talk to me about MSG. It's bullshit. Like, it's not gonna hurt you, and it's like that. But all I've heard my whole life is MSG is like the worst thing ever made by man, and like if you eat it, you're gonna explode into a million pieces. So
If you're getting that same advice from the same people who say salt and fat is bad for you, then
yeah.
should probably take that with a grain of salt.
Well,
Well, I
people
mean,
that
like
think
every
gluten is
Chinese
bad for
food,
you.
every Chinese food restaurant where I live has a big neon sign outside their door that says no MSG. So it's kind of like a.
How terrible must their food taste?
Oh, it's amazing. They just
I mean,
add
just
lots
go
of
to any
sugar.
Asian store and every single thing you pick off the shelf is going to be loaded with MSG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Honestly, I don't even know.
And those people live longer than we do.
Them people.
Seems like a lot of correlation going
Yeah, I
on
was
there
gonna
with some
say.
really weak causation. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean, well, that's basically science. It's basically fact.
You can take that as you want to.
Come on, guys.
will.
When has pseudoscience not been science? I mean, really though.
When you introduced that prefix, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Let's not get into the semantics of what science is and what critical thinking and rational,
what makes
logical.
something a science?
Yeah, like let's not think too hard now.
He said out of the corner of his mouth with his lips pursed, science.
And his fingers crossed.
Please let this be science.
Come on,
Okay, here we go.
if you have a doctorate in animal science, you can talk about biology and how diseases work and how vaccines mandated by the government are bad. Like if you have, you know, like some kind of botany doctorate, like you can talk about how vaccines are good or bad. Like that gives you authority on that subject, surely. Because disease biology is exactly the same as botany research.
I feel like it's not.
Yeah, that's me being sarcastic, but in other
Oh, okay, that was sorry. I mean, sometimes you just make aggressively
Yeah.
wrong statements, and I just
Yeah, that was-
accept them because I don't want to deal with you.
yeah.
I
That was
gonna
pretty
say,
dry sarcasm.
Yeah, I was like, that. None of that sounds right.
I could
Here's
beer.
here's some MSG stuff from the Mayo Clinic. All right, so over the years,
okay,
the FDA
hold,
has
hold the
received.
phone. You said Mayo Clinic, like
the
mayonnaise.
Mayo
Yeah,
Clinic?
it's like an incredible.
It's like the best cancer
like
research
the best,
facility in
like-
America.
I've never
Yeah,
heard of it in my
Possibly
life.
the world. Really?
Wow, I feel.
Well,
better
you're
get
not
out
like
more,
you're
man.
not like a biology nerd or a like disease nerd.
I have passion for the subject, but no, brains
'cause
for
if
it.
you've never heard of the Mayo Clinic, then you don't.
Obviously not. Enlighten
All right,
me,
so
please.
this says like all the stuff that people say MSG does has been nothing but anecdotal reports.
Correlational
In
evidence.
research, they found no definitive link between MSG and the symptoms that people talk about.
Well, it's settled then. MSG is really good for you. Go inject it into your veins. High
Small
level on
Straight
that shit.
MSG.
A small percentage of people may have short-term reactions to MSG, but are mild and don't require treatment.
Okay, MSG isn't necessarily bad. Really, it just comes down to cook good fucking food. Don't rely on bullshit like that. Maybe.
Well, exactly. Like MSG isn't bad, but naturally occurring MSG is a lot different than introduced
Processed.
MSG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like high fructose corn syrup versus
Like potatoes,
cane
I think
sugar.
have MSG in them. It's like, okay, eat a potato. No, I want to put MSG all over my Big Mac so that it doesn't taste like the processed shit that it obviously is.
Yeah, there's just too many like bullshit conspiracies I have with food, because it's like I feel like I can't trust anyone, not even with food, just with anything. Like I saw a Match.com commercial, and they're like, we're the top rated Match site like for new couples, and it's like based on a 2013 survey by blah 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 that you fucking paid for.
Exactly.
This is bullshit, man. You can't say anything.
I have a little more than healthy skepticism. I have like aggressive skepticism.
Oh, I definitely have aggressive. I have the most skepticism for anything, unless it comes from like
anal aggressive skepticism.
Unless it comes
whenever
from
you
like
watch like
Neil deGrasse
normal
Tyson.
TV, those stations are always like, "This is the number one show on TV." No, this is the number one show on TV. It's like, all right, well, you're all lying.
Movie
It obviously
of the
isn't.
summer. I really doubt that the Smurfs 3D is the number one movie of the summer.
Yeah, but then they have to get into like, it's the number one best summer-ish movie for children.
It's the number one comedy
that wear
movie
green hats.
where people and computer animated Smurfs hang out.
Yeah.
Isn't it the only one?
It's the number one movie because the most people thought that they wouldn't see this movie as soon as they saw the commercial for it.
Oh, you forgot about the Smurfs. That's the other one that's computer animated blue people.
Yeah. That's like Ants and A Bug's Life. I'm pretty sure Ants came out because Pixar was making
There's
A
a
Bug's
cool
Life.
story. There was a cool reason why that exists, and I forgot what it was.
Bug's Life is awesome. They have you seen that movie recently or remember anything from it?
I remember
Not
from
me.
it. I remember the fat caterpillar guy who's like German.
No, but what I'm saying is DreamWorks made Ants because they got like the gust of wind that Pixar was making A Bug's Life, and I'm pretty. I gotta check.
Is that
this
why
now.
it was made? I remember there was something cool about the reason why it was made.
But apparently that happens in Hollywood all the fucking time. Like someone will be making a movie, and then the other company will go make
there was that
a similar movie before they
it was
do
it was recently that a movie came out, and there were two movies that came out within like I want to say months of each other, and they were both like the same movie. It was like
Oh yeah, Ants and A
White
Bug's
House
Life both.
Down and
Yeah,
Olympus
that
Has
was the
Fallen
same
or
fucking
something.
movie. It was like North Koreans attacking the White House.
Yeah,
Wait, what
and
are
I
you
didn't
guys
see
talking
either
about?
of them because I figured if I don't want to see one, that's good enough.
Oh, I just couldn't be there. Like, just the premise of it is like North Korea couldn't frickin' invade their own country. Like, Jesus.
Wait, okay, I was like still on the Ants thing. Can you repeat what you just said?
It's like remember when those two movies came out
White
within like
House
a month
Down
of each other,
and Olympus
they were
Has
both about
Fallen. They're both about like the
North
White House being
Koreans
under
taking the
siege.
White House hostage.
I know I don't. What movies?
Well,
are you
that's
talking about?
good. Good for you,
All right.
man.
Yeah, because I just remember that happening. I was like, didn't I just see this movie come out like a month ago?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Honestly, that happens like every time I see like a action movie these days.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm so cynical. I just kind of like whenever I see the first frame of a trailer, I just go, "Oh fuck, another shitty movie," because like I'm a shithead. But like I see like a new trailer for Taken, and it's like Liam Neeson. Just God damn it, man, I love you.
The first one was all right. It did not warrant this response of sequels.
No.
Yeah, that's debatable. I mean, it was the greatest movie ever.
Fucking Andy over here. Gotta be this guy.
I thought it is a good movie.
I don't really care for modern action movies. They take themselves too seriously.
They take themselves too seriously, and I mean, as like a fucking file guy, when it comes to movies, like they never do action scenes in like an interesting way, in my opinion. When you cut 30 times like a second, it just makes the action have no momentum. Zero momentum.
They got this like fight scene going on where it's some guy's hand swishing across the air and then his face and like a foot to like the knee or something.
Yeah,
like that.
What
it's
about
like
Kung
what
Fu
is
movies?
going on?
Watch some kung fu movies, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Those are good movies. Like fucking Kill Bill is the Americanized version of all those movies, and it's great because of it. Like it's fucking Uma Thurman chopping off limbs and flying through the air doing batshit crazy kicks and flicks of her sword. Like that's how you do an action movie. Like, don't take yourself too seriously when you're literally murdering hundreds of people. I mean, Taken wasn't quite hundreds of people. It was a tiny bit more realistic, but it was still fucking absurd. Like, it was 007 absurd. You know what I'm saying? Like, 007, where you get into crazy shit that should definitely
I see what you're
kill
talking.
you.
You're talking taking themselves too seriously, not like as opposed to like having stupid catchphrases that everyone knows are stupid.
Yeah,
You're talking
yeah.
like there's no way Liam Neeson just killed like 30 people in one room with a handgun.
Right. Or, like,
Little
I
some
gotcha.
Steve
with, like, a
Bennett.
fucking nail clipper. Like, it's just the bullshit that happens in those movies.
What are you gonna do, man? You're naked. You forgot to take off my watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's why I love like Arnold Schwarzenegger 80s action.
Yes,
movies, 'cause
God,
they're so
yes.
ridiculous.
That's too much at the other end of the spectrum
Take a
for me.
chill pill, or whatever the fuck he says to that one guy.
Take a chill pill.
It's
Take a
time
spill.
to chill.
Let's not do more banal catchphrases, please. I don't enjoy
You know who
any
killed
of
the
it.
dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Oh,
That was
God.
when he played as Mr. Freeze in Batman.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. I know. Thank you for the citation.
I have completely
Okay, it
just
sounded like
erased all Batman movies except for the Nolan ones. Like
I've
they're-
erased all Batman movies, period.
no. the first, I think the first two Nolan Batman movies were good, and then the third one was kind of like,
Batman Begins is my favorite.
The
by
third
far.
one, just as a movie, like setting aside all of my biased comic book asshole stuff.
yeah.
it's
See, I
just
don't have
really
any
boring.
of that. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
is really boring.
I didn't think it was as good as the first two, and I definitely think the second one, what was it called? The Dark Knight. I think
Dark
that's
Knight.
I think that's the best, just because it fucking has
It's
the
the
one
most
guy.
prolific, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's the most fun
think
to
the
watch.
I think the first has the better story, but the second one is so much more immersive in terms of like how it makes you feel if like a terrorist
the
took
second
like
one,
New York City hostage.
By itself is probably the best one because it's like it's good because you don't have to see how Batman begins and you don't have to see how Batman ends. You just because you know who Batman is. Anybody who sees The Dark Knight 90% of the time knows who Batman is, and you know who the Joker is.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Batman Begins before I saw The Dark Knight. I
Mhm.
saw The Dark Knight first, and I really enjoyed, like, because obviously fucking the Joker, like,
Right.
is
I mean,
the
you might
best
not know
ever.
who Two-Face is, depending on how old you are and
Yeah.
what you've done for the past
Yeah.
14 years of your life or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I did, but
you know who the two main guys are.
mm-hmm.
So you don't really need to know how Batman began, and so they don't waste time telling you how Batman began. You just get to watch Batman be Batman.
Right. And I mean, like, the
Yeah,
whole, like, Christopher Nolan ness of it all makes it really good. He just has a very in-your-face... I mean, that's a stupid word to say, because every
Plus,
movie
it's
is
got
in your
Gary
face.
Oldman.
Gary Oldman and fucking Heath Ledger before he iced himself, and
Iced
just a
himself.
whole bunch of, like,
Oh
great
my
people.
God.
Christian Bale's a good actor. I mean, like, I don't enjoy him as much as I feel like a lot of people do, but
I don't really
as
enjoy
Batman,
Christian Bale at all, so there's a
Yeah,
point
yeah.
of contention amongst us.
I mean, Michael Caine, like, he just ties the freaking room together, you know? Like
Cocaine.
Michael Caine being Michael Caine. Like, he's not trying to
Borrow
be
the Rolls
different.
Royce if you want.
Some man just
Bring
want
back
to
the
watch
full tank
the
of
world
gas.
burn.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Caine.
I'm Michael Caine, and today I'm going to narrate my biography. A biography I have not yet written, because I'm
Chapter
not done
1.
yet.
He's
I'm going
pretty hard
sit
to
down
imitate.
and
He's got
write
a
my
weird
biography.
accent.
I think
What's that, Charlie?
He's pretty hard to imitate. He has a weird accent.
His
he has a very
Okay.
distinct accent, but you're right, it is hard to get authentically.
He has an interesting cadence, I guess. He stops sometimes when he's talking.
Yeah, I don't know. He just has
Yeah.
a great voice. Like, I could hear that
Yeah.
man talk for quite a little while.
It's also got Morgan Freeman playing a
Yes.
minor role and then a
Yes.
major role.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
I haven't seen those
There's a
movies
lot
in
of
a little
people.
while, but I just remember
Yeah.
really enjoying The Dark Knight. But I remember seeing this and then hearing about it later when people kind of discussed it. Like, in the Dark Knight, like, Joker is basically the, like, whole point of the movie, it seems like, when you're watching it. And then
If you ask most people, yeah, that's
right,
pretty much why.
and just when you're watching it, like, even if you came there as a child in an IMAX theater, at like, you know, your friend took you to it because that's what happened with me, and I had never seen like a Christopher Nolan Batman movie. He only had made one, obviously, so it's not like this
Right,
huge
you
thing.
hadn't seen the prequel, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it, and like, I was always kind of into Batman, but that certainly made me think Batman was the best fucking hero ever. But what I'm trying to get at is Joker was like the whole, like, center, that was the focus of the movie, and then Batman, like, catches him after the ship thing, and then it turns to Two-Face, and, like, it's all about Two-Face. Like, what happened to Joker? What even happened to him? Like, it's
He
bullshit.
comes back.
I actually liked the
Yeah.
Two-Face part of that movie.
Oh,
the
I did
most
too. I
out
did
of
too. I
anything.
did too. I just
Oh,
like
yeah.
it seems like it kind
They-
of cut off. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
executed that masterfully with the Two-Face stuff. I thought they did that really well.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just all of
Just
it?
because, like, I'm not as familiar with Batman, so I didn't realize
Yep.
Harvey Dent was Two-Face. So when he
Oh.
became
Yeah,
Two-Face,
exactly.
I was
Okay,
like,
so
oh
when
my
he became
God.
Yeah.
Two-Face, you were like, wait.
Right, and that's the perfect
No, he was
thing.
the one who was going to save Gotham, not destroy it. He was the chosen one. Anakin
He was
Skywalker.
Gotham's White Knight. He was the one they deserved, but not the one they needed.
Yeah.
Or is it the other way around? I can never remember.
He's the one they deserve. Just
Okay,
not the
that's
one
what
they
I
need
thought.
right now. Batman's the one they need because he'll break people's legs. He'll drop crime bosses from like insane heights, and they'll be like, "This
drop won't kill me
and
from
he'll
here."
be
It's like,
I'm planning on it.
I'm counting on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I just really
So
like
that's what that feels like.
fucking
that's what
whenever
that feels like.
I get these guys talking about Batman, they just go off, and it's really hard to get them back.
This is like the first time we've talked about Batman. I don't know what you're talking
In the
about.
podcast,
See,
but Batman is like
that's why I love those Batman movies, though. I have a love-hate relationship. I love that Batman's voice is just so stupid.
I thought it was legit when I was like watching it as a kid, as like a younger kid, but like watching it now, oh, Christian Bale, like the Arkham Asylum guy who did Batman, like that's just a million times more believable.
His voice is
better.
so great.
It's like a normal like action
Right,
guy's
it's just a
voice.
deep, intimidating
you,
Batman
You don't have
voice.
to do this. I'm really constipated right now.
Yeah.
Like, fucking,
Where are you? Here.
18 packs a day. Non-stop chain smoking.
yeah, I mean honestly,
Whenever I
Christian
hear that,
Bale
I'm just
could
like, it's just
smoke
like,
that much.
if there's like I feel like if there was a person on like the cast of that movie who was like their sole purpose was to make sure people's voices worked properly, they must have been like cringing every time they heard him talking like that.
I laugh because it's like, you've got Bane, who I could have, like, I just lost it when I found out he was basically Sean Connery with a respirator. That was like the happiest and saddest day of my life.
I wish I
didn't
could have
think-
been there to hear that reaction out of you.
Until you told me that he sounds just like Sean Connery, I honestly did not make the comparison. I just remember seeing The Dark Knight and then totally getting into the movies and seeing Batman Begins and then watching the trailer for the Dark Knight Rises. Is it the third one, right? Yeah. Seeing the trailer
Yes.
for that was just amazing because all you hear is like the piano and it's super quiet, and then you hear Bane's voice and it's like, oh my god, this guy's such a badass.
Yeah.
And honestly,
power here.
Let's all grab a styrofoam cup and do this.
yeah, let's not right now. Everyone
You know
in
what's-
the earth has heard.
What's
his
interesting
voice.
about his voice though is they make his voice so much louder than the rest of the noise going on in the movie.
Yeah,
So it's like
well,
you're forced to hear him. It's like
he sounds
You're
like a
forced to
narrator.
hear me talk right now.
He sounds like a narrator, like kind of how he should.
Elegance does not. I'm sorry. Elegance does not exist here.
God. Okay, this is gonna be the
people
rest of the
actually use their
podcast, ladies and
throat clear
gentlemen.
to change
Okay, well, I
voices.
can switch topics in a fluid,
No,
relative
I
manner.
wanted to make one point until we leave this for good, please, and that those movies are good. Like Charlie was saying, is that you can watch them and not have a really good grasp on Batman, because obviously every American knows who Batman is. We all like kind of know it.
Yeah,
But
like
if-
Superman.
but
They all have a relative semblance of what he is and who
Right.
he is and what he does.
But if you've
Then his
only
parents are dead.
Yeah.
Both of their parents are dead.
But like if you've only watched The Simpsons and that's like all you have basically, like how I experienced 2001: A Space Odyssey.
There's just like some dudes in lab coats like, and who is this one? Now that's subject 247. We keep him in this white room and he just watches The Simpsons all day, every day.
Glavin.
I just mean like you get those shitty pop
You've
culture
only watched The
references.
Simpsons. You're like, Mom, can
don't.
I watch like SpongeBob? She's like, no!
That's
Only
all I
Simpsons.
did watch. That's all I did. I don't watch The Simpsons. I have never really gotten into that show, and I feel bad for it because I know it's amazing.
There's a lot of great stuff in there.
I've seen more
Yeah, I
Futurama
feel like
episodes.
I enjoyed it more as a child.
Yeah,
If you
It's
enjoy
wacky.
Family Guy,
Yeah.
prepare to enjoy The Simpsons like a billion times more.
But
Right.
like early Simpsons, I don't really care for the later stuff as much.
Yeah.
That's what everyone
They-
says.
Which
is
well,
true,
the problem
which is
is
true.
my problem with The Simpsons is instead of being like traditional sort of hokey stuff, they started doing what a lot of TV shows do once they get more and more like relevant. Is they take like they draw from real life phenomenons like Apple,
instead of
and
doing
then
stupid random
implement
shit.
those.
Yeah, instead of kind of doing their own like little
Right.
town thing.
I guess
Right.
that's why I really like early Simpsons, early Family Guy, and early South Park is because they just do stupid nonsense
Right.
shit.
Well, I've heard.
South
I've heard.
Park does what they do well. Like they're the only people I say get away with it. Like I still
Yeah,
watch
I've
South
heard
Park,
South
and
Park's-
they're talking about some sort of hot button topical issue, and I'm like, that's funny. But when Family Guy and The Simpsons do it, I'm like, oh great, so slow day at the writing room or what?
Like they
yeah, I
couldn't
mean,
think
I
of-
still prefer early South Park over recent South Park, though.
Yeah, me too.
I do too, but like I've heard that the new season of South Park is supposed to be absolutely fantastic because it's the first season that like you can watch from start to finish, and it actually has like a web of storylines,
there's
which is so cool
from episode to episode.
Yeah, that's so fucking cool. Like, I mean, I don't know how they do it exactly, and I don't want to know until I see it, but like that's a really interesting idea. I hope they do something interesting with it.
I heard recently there was some episode they did recently that was like, I think it was about Game of Thrones, and apparently people who like really know Game of Thrones saw the episode and said like it seemed like the people who wrote the episode had never watched Game of Thrones or something.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
3-part Game of Thrones, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. I don't remember. I don't remember. It was forgettable.
Like it's as if they. It's as if they wrote it. It's as if they wrote it as if they had only seen trailers or something. Is that kind of
or like secondhand experience of it?
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I love Game of Thrones so fucking much.
I know everyone does.
It's so good. You guys need to watch the shit out of it.
I'm not gonna watch it, dude.
Yeah,
why?
I just have no interest in it. I'm not a huge fan of like that time period.
No. You guys don't even understand. I don't give a shit about fantasy. Like all fantasy games, I don't give a shit about.
Peaks all over again. It's like you don't understand. I don't care that it's Twin Peaks, but it's Twin Peaks.
Oh, well, the fact that how many episodes of Twin Peaks have you watched, Andy?
How many had I watched last time we talked?
No, I don't even remember asking you. That's why I want to ask you.
3?
Okay, you have actually watched more than one?
Yeah, I got sidetracked.
Good. No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's like reading a book. If you don't fucking enjoy the first 50 pages or whatever, like put it down. You don't have to fucking keep reading War and Peace, you goddamn shroog herder. But what I'm trying to say is that Game of Thrones is really, really fucking good, and you should definitely give it a chance because as someone who doesn't give a shit about the fantasy genre at all, because I think it's silly, like the magic and stuff, like it's kind of fun in video games sometimes, but I honestly don't give a shit about it. It's not believable. It's silly. It's nonsense. I don't want silliness in my life. But it's really, really fucking good. It's really, really well written, and it's epic as shit. Feels good to watch that shit.
I have this problem.
It's unlike any other show I've seen.
This is a me problem more than it is anything else, because like I wouldn't watch Breaking Bad for the longest time just because it's so cumbersome mentally for me to get into a show.
It's not, though.
Yeah.
For me, it is.
Yeah, it is for me too.
Why do you think that? Because you have to be
cumbersome for me to get
unblinking?
into new things. Honestly, I find things I like and I just keep playing them over and over again.
Well, that's the problem with the human fucking race.
I don't have that problem. It's just because like with Breaking Bad, I was like, oh, there's so much of it.
But that's the thing. You don't have to all binge watch it like back to back. The fucking show is made to see week to week. Like you can honestly watch Breaking. Of course, I didn't. I fucking binge watched it.
I binge watched it too.
Yeah, like that's the best way to see it. But you don't have to. Like, fucking go watch Game of Thrones, see the first episode, and then if you still kind of want to see the second episode, go watch the second episode. And that, just like Breaking Bad, if you've ever seen it, and I wouldn't compare it to Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is like awful in every which way, but I love every single quirk. Every quirk.
I am so glad that you did that, because there are so many things that I like where I feel, well, most people, unlike most people, I'm like, yeah, no, I totally love this game, but it's so shitty.
Exactly.
I'm not going to try and defend it. I just like the game for this one specific non-involved measure that it has.
That's like a Cortex Command. I'm not going to get into that right now, at least not right now, because Cortex Command is a shit game, but to play it is just, it's unbelievably different and unique and amazing. But what I'm trying to say is Twin Peaks, like every quirk of that show rubs me the right way. They made it for me.
Oh,
okay?
Gotcha.
Just like, every fucking Kubrick movie. And I'm not going to... But, we
were close.
Really, really...
We were on the
it's
edge.
really, really good. I'm continuing. It's really good for me, and I love Twin Peaks. But what I'm trying to say is Game of Thrones, like Breaking Bad, every single episode builds off the last one, and it gets better and better every single episode. And the later seasons are like miles above the first seasons. And it's like, it's not even like the first seasons were bad. They're fucking amazing. But they build because they have actual real character progression and character change and growth. And to see that is amazing. Like a show that has done character growth better than anything else, I think, is Game of Thrones. And Breaking Bad definitely did, character progression and character growth.
Well, the main
really
reason I watched Breaking Bad is because I thought it sounded like an incredibly interesting story.
It is an absolutely amazing premise.
And when people talk about Game of Thrones, the little that I know, I'm always like, sounds like a really boring, really long soap opera, and I just don't care.
Yeah. I mean,
the fact that like they kill people off so much is kind of what turns me away from it too. I don't.
Well, the fact that you even know that
time.
is it's already a bad thing that you've been spoiled so hard, and that's unfortunate. But
I didn't know that, Charlie.
yeah,
What the fuck, man?
it's because he didn't say who is a good thing, and I'm sorry for you.
How would
dear
you not
listeners.
know that? That's the only thing people talk about on that show.
Well, that's
is how people
that you
get
shut your
killed off.
goddamn
I don't know
ears,
anybody
Charlie.
who watches the show.
Yeah, you
'cause all
shut
my
your damn
friends feel the
ears.
same way.
Yeah, I mean, what I would argue, and I'm not going to get into it because neither of you guys have seen it, and I still want you to try it. Breaking Bad, you guys have both seen, and I'm not going to spoil anything for the viewers, but Breaking Bad has amazing character growth, but it's in between about, like, it's a pretty tight group. It's not too many characters, and obviously the main two characters are the one that you see change the most. Game of Thrones does that, but with way more characters spanning a huge, like, amount of land, and you would think that they would crush, or they would topple under their own weight, like they would, be crushed by that
Sure.
amount of like trying to grow characters,
Charactitude.
that many characters and stuff, but they do it, and it's freaking magical to see. Like I'm not saying that Game of Thrones is better than Breaking Bad. I honestly think that Breaking Bad is the fucking best television show ever made, besides like SpongeBob,
pretty
King
up
of the
there.
Hill, and The Twilight Zone, and probably Twin Peaks. But
All these things
SpongeBob.
that I enjoy.
Yes,
SpongeBob's
SpongeBob is
pretty great,
amazing.
man. I mean,
Grandma's kisses.
yes, like fucking those cookies are rad. But my point is that you should
Okay, I
definitely
was talking
try.
about the vulgar version Andy and I watched.
No,
don't
I
need
don't.
to. We
I'm
don't
not
need-
able to watch things, and I don't have good internet. So when you link me things, you guys like laugh about it in the
think
chat, and I
about
just
how
cry.
amazing it'll be when Kelsey like is a billionaire, and he'll just be like, "What are you gonna do now?" I don't know. I'll just watch internet for the rest of forever.
Yeah, I'm like,
I hear this YouTube thing's pretty hot right now.
I just compensate for the 20 years of non-internet.
You gotta work now while you don't have internet, so then when you can just enjoy it for the rest of forever.
It's gonna be like you retire at 60. What are you gonna do? You're gonna travel the world? No, I'm going to watch all
I'm
the
gonna watch 45-year-old Let's Plays.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch all of
back
the
in my day.
YouTube videos I clicked on watch later since 2012.
My watch later list has got about 20 million videos in about 2 minutes each. That's a big number. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Definitely. Apparently, YouTube.
Just
I'm gonna pull this fucking statistic out of my ass, and I think you guys know anyway. But YouTube like gets uploaded like 70 something hours every minute
Yeah,
of content. Like
Yeah,
it's something
sounds
you
about
told me this
absurd.
before once.
It's like this
You're
insane.
close enough in terms of orders of magnitude. That's all that matters to physicists.
What's that? Oh yeah, I
Shut
see what you're saying.
Astrophysicists only care about orders of magnitude.
Oh, like
Shut up.
having a comparison that's like close is what you're saying,
Yeah.
right?
A billion plus or minus a billion, close enough.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot, is what I'm trying to say. But
Definitely.
do we have some more topical issues we want to discuss?
I
Our
could
most
go back to
eloquent
Batman.
manner? No. we're
Topical
not going
cream.
Back to Batman. I don't even like want to say fuck Batman. I just don't want to hear Bane voices because,
Well, this I promise, unless you're being an asshole, this won't result in that.
no. I mean,
want to hear my voice.
Yeah, see, I'm not even in control of this. This is its own independent, closed system over here. I imagine Charlie to my left for some reason, and I'm pointing to my left.
I imagine you in my 4-dimensional next to me. I don't know.
good, that's beautiful. I love you. Let's get married.
Yeah.
you just
No,
move in,
I
maybe.
just
You don't
realized
have to
it has
marry.
absolutely no bearing on either of you.
What are you talking about? Oh, the topic.
The topic I was
We
going to
could
bring up.
still. It's about broadening our horizons.
This is too deep, man.
As I try to say something profound like Neil deGrasse Tyson
it-
does every second.
Is it balls deep?
It's about balls deep.
We could go balls deep. Let us.
I'm talking about balls deep.
I'm talking about.
Jesus.
I was just gonna say, is anybody else excited for the Suicide Squad movie? And then I realized that half people in the world don't even know what that is.
I
Nope.
don't even know what that is. Yeah. What's the Suicide Squad?
It's
Silent Bob and what's his face?
No, it's close, I guess.
Silence of the lambs.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
kind of like, you know what the Teen Titans are?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of like Teen Titans, except it's composed of the Joker, Harley Quinn,
Oh.
Deadshot.
Oh, so it's just a really dark like action hero thing?
Yeah, but they're coming out with a movie, and
Oh.
Will Smith is playing Deadshot, and Jared Leto, the guy from Dallas Buyers Club,
I haven't seen
Yeah.
that.
You know who that is?
I want to see it really bad though.
I know that name.
He's also the lead
I do, too.
singer from 30 Seconds to Mars, I think.
That doesn't help at all.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the generic band they always play songs for in college lacrosse games.
Yeah, basically. Anyways, he's playing the Joker, and since you don't know who he is, this becomes even less relevant to the both of you.
I like that Will Smith's in it. I mean, Will Smith's always
Next
good.
topic, please, Charles.
Oh man, put me on the spot there.
We should come up with like a message board that we can just topic generate off of.
Well, it's called fucking Reddit, and I
wasn't
have
there
it right
something-
now.
No, not Reddit.
What do you mean
Wasn't there
not
something else that I
Reddit?
wanted to talk about.
There is nothing that is not Reddit in this fucking universe. Reddit is all.
I don't
That's
go on
true.
Reddit.
Reddit is God.
He knows. He spends all of his time there.
Yeah, it's easy for my internet to load. So yes, that's what I.
He's the fucking curator of our Stanley Kubrick is the greatest genius and filmmaker on the face of the planet.
Yeah, that has
Reddit.com.
5 subscribers because it's the weirdest thing to type.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I would see people at school on their laptops on Reddit, I'd be like, "Yeah, you're on Reddit. I see. Piece of shit."
What kind of alpha are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
Pretty sure we're all
beta.
beta males here.
Yeah. That's beta as fuck right there. Oh man, now we're getting into like 4chan circle jerky shit. It's
What? I
really
don't even-
bad.
Is
Look,
that
let's
from
not go
4chan?
there. Let's move on. Topical
It
issues.
should be from 4chan
You
because
just
they're all
fucking like
misogynistic
drove
pricks.
past Disney World and we're like, look at that place. Doesn't that look awesome? But we're not going there. Don't even think about Disney World anymore. I want to talk about what are we? What?
No, 4chan is really bad. It's like Reddit, but with no organization. It's just constantly moving. People are like complete assholes. It's a real
It's
bad
fucking
place
awful.
to go. It's like
beautiful.
It's like Reddit stripped of all of the good and just injected with all of the bad. It's like concentrated MSG. It's like high fructose corn syrup. I don't even know, man. I don't
It's a
want to
collection
go
of
there.
any kind of ist that you could think of.
Yes, exactly. Everyone on there is an extremist.
Even
basically.
bassists?
Sure.
Even deconstructionists.
Even Baptists?
Definitely not Baptist. I mean, I don't know. Probably.
Are you saying there's no Baptists on?
Maybe people have been baptized, but I don't know about Baptists on
No
fucking
true
4chan.
Scotsman?
No true Scotsman is on 4chan, laddie. That is not a thing.
You're not a true Scotsman.
Doubts cast on dino killing theory.
Oh, Christ.
The hell? Dinosaur
Dinosaur killing asteroid may not have fueled global firestorm after all.
What does
Wait, I thought it was a solar flare that, or not a solar flare, because that wouldn't hurt.
Guys, the Mayans told us everything we need to know. The fucking solar.
What did they tell us,
The
Kelsey?
magnetic poles completely shifted, and John Cusack, he got back with his ex-wife. It's what happened.
The fact that you've
now we're
seen
here
that
today.
movie, you even know anything else about that movie is
I have
insane.
seen that fucking movie probably 50 times because it is on television networks, and my dad sits there and watches that shit. I don't even
I get
fathom.
the chance to be this guy. I don't even have a television.
You don't have a television?
I do have a television.
I
I don't have
I
cable.
say with the
Like,
most victimist, like vile. No, that's a
Yeah.
good thing. Don't watch TV. TV's stupid. TV's bullshit.
you should have a show where Kelsey declares things bullshit. And I'm
We
pretty sure I've said
talked
that
about
exact
this
sentence
last
before.
time.
Okay, that article was not as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah, don't worry.
Were you
about
just reading it the whole time? You were like,
it. You'll get another one. Don't worry.
I'm on
Yeah.
top
Next time.
science right now, and I feel shit baggy because viewers could just go on this and see it for themselves.
and do
They're
it
here for our
themselves.
opinions, though. Okay, we're okay. So, 6,000-year-old temple unearthed in Ukraine. Who cares? A new cyborg spinal implant attaches directly to the spine could help paralyzed walking. And that's a good thing. It's not getting
Okay,
too
yeah, no, I like that. That's good.
absent-mindedly talking to babies while doing housework has greater benefit than reading to them. That's
Well,
interesting.
yeah, duh.
Talking to babies while doing housework has a greater benefit than reading to them because you're like making conversation. You're like, yo,
Well-
baby. So I was walking the dog the other fucking
If
day.
you talk to your baby like that, obviously they're gonna grow up and just be a nothing in life.
Be
Oh
a
my God,
nothing.
this is incredible.
Well, no, because
What's incredible?
I would assume when you read to your baby, you're not just like, all right, let's break out Faust or Dostoevsky. You read them like, see, spot, run. But you don't talk like
Oh.
that. So when you just
Oh.
absentmindedly talk to your baby, you're giving them a lot more advanced words
Right.
and
Right.
context to put those words in than when you just read 3-word sentences.
You're like, oh, no. The fox was not jumping over the shaggy dog. The stupendously retarded, obtuse fox was hierarchying over the dog
Wow.
in a manner
This
that
is an
is
atrocity.
is. Why do you guys
You've
let me
got some
talk?
sort of like weird Picasso-esque fox that you've just described. His eyeballs and spine are delocated from his body and like draped over the willow tree behind him.
You guys need to think of some topics. I mean, we could just talk about video games because,
All right, so what I thought was amazing is this new type of metal that's apparently so like hydrophobic. There's like a gif here of like water droplets hitting it and just bouncing straight off without leaving like any water behind. What
Why?
do you mean, why?
Why?
Yeah, say it again. The water droplets
like-
are hitting some. They're hitting what?
Like, okay, so this piece of metal is like, like it's level like a desk, and water droplets are hitting it like they're just falling straight down. So it's not like they're glancing off; they're hitting it and they're
Yeah.
bouncing perfectly back up, and no
Oh.
water is being left behind on it. It's crazy looking.
Huh? Is it some kind of material, or is it like a temperature of the desk?
It's a
Yeah, it's
synthetic
some
material,
kind of
or is it
material.
not?
It's a metal.
Huh?
Is it synthetic?
Guys, I invented a metal that, when used as a desk, we can drop water droplets, and they will perfectly jump right back up. And
The chicks are
and
gonna dig us.
really cool.
They used a powerful laser to etch minute micro and nanoscale patterns onto the metal.
That's the kind of thing that I say, okay, whose tax dollars are going to this? Why exactly?
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's
Like, I
"Yeah,
have to
that's
be-
cool and everything, but people are dying. Can't we
Yeah.
come up with like food and shit?
I hate to be the guy that's like, okay, why are we doing this, scientist?
We've all got a little bit of that guy in ourselves, though.
I
Some
hate
of us
it,
just
though,
have like
'cause-
sooner, like times that guy comes out. It
Right.
takes less to get that guy to come out than
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
The second you get to that point is the beginning of the downfall of your society.
Right, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, science is always good. Push forward, innovate,
I
make
disagree
things better.
with that. I
We
think
need
there's-
learning for the sake of learning.
But all I'm saying is, why the fuck do we need to etch micro, like, schism things into a desk so that water droplets can be all cool looking? Like, here's what I'm trying to get at. Are they just trying to make viral YouTube videos? Because they're fucking successful in that regard, I'm sure.
'Cause
But
they
are they getting like scientific tax dollars in doing something interesting? Like, I don't see the application, is what I'm trying to get at. I don't see the application. And
No one
I
ever
need to
sees
see-
the application of stuff that hasn't been implemented
Well,
yet.
it's 2015, damn it, and we should have the application of scientific, research, like, plastered on the walls of articles about these things.
You can't get an application for something that hasn't been discovered
That's
yet.
But you
completely
can, that's how you invent
reasonable.
things.
That's totally true, and we should understand that. It's a good point. Fair enough. You can't see the application for something like flying because you're like, what do you mean? You've got sparrows to ship packages. We shipped a coconut across the Atlantic, using a sparrow, and then we've got people in airplanes, doing packages from China to California these days. So,
Yeah, but I think just because you can do something doesn't necessitate that you should do it.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
When you're like, it's
don't
science.
jerk
you
off
gotta
just
break
because
a
you-
toddler's arm 300 times in a row for
Yeah.
creating microfractures to make him into a superhuman.
Well, that's what I'm-
science.
All right,
man.
now you're putting words in my mouth.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. That wasn't you specifically. You were just saying like, I think anything you should do for science is for science. It's good.
Well, I mean, that's clearly outside the realm of ethics.
Yeah.
Well, you said anything. I assumed you meant anything.
No, I mean,
Maybe let's take it down to a more
you're
ethical
taking
level.
me too literally.
Yeah. I mean, I would
you're talking
agree
about, like,
that in
we
like,
should just throw money at stuff.
we should throw money at stuff that have.
It really, honestly, does not
promising
cost as
things.
much as people would have you think.
Oh
it
no,
does.
totally. I mean, the NASA budget is
It's half of a penny on your tax.
no.
dollar.
It's not half a penny. It's a fucking quarter of a penny.
No, it's half a penny.
Pretty sure it's a quarter of a penny. I
Well, I've heard
essay
Neil
on
say
this.
half a penny several times, so I'm going to go with that.
No, you're probably right. I did do an essay on this though. I have to check now. NASA budget.
It might have been upped. It might have been lower recently, but then upped at some point.
It's not getting upped very quickly. And the funny thing is, you can ask anyone what the NASA budget is, and every single you're right, it is 0.5. For some reason, I thought it was a quarter. It probably was at some point.
Either way, very small.
It's extraordinarily small, and if you ask anyone what the NASA budget is, not one person is going to say, less than 1%. Anyone's probably going to say 20%, 40%, something, astronomical.
Like the money involved with our government is just so astronomical. People just can't think about it in relative terms unless you like put it in terms of ratios like that or something.
Oh yeah,
it's like too many zeros.
Like
if you're talking about like $100 billion, that sounds like a lot, but when you compare it to like the GDP of our country, it's like nothing basically.
Yeah. I mean, NASA's budget right now is about 0.5%, and it's at $18 billion. Okay, like $18 billion sounds like a fucking lot of money, but yeah, to our
Not to
GDP,
me.
it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's fucking nothing, Mister.
Yeah, I mean just to pull something out of my head, I saw someone complaining about something that costs like $100 million in the government, and they're like, "Oh, what a waste of the taxpayer's dollar." I'm like, do the math. That is 33 cents per person, and over the course of 1 year to like pay for that. Like it's infinitesimal. Like it's nothing.
33 cents every person for a year. What do you mean for a year? Like everyone, like if you were to give 33 cents like every single day for a year, or once?
Oh, once per year.
Okay, yeah, once per year. I was going to say, Jesus Christ, 33 cents.
No, 33 cents a day is a decent chunk.
33
it's like
cents a day for a year, though, is like
a huge
like
amount of money.
$100.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's nothing for us, but it is a huge amount of money accumulated, obviously.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, for each person, it's only like 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's funny when people like
turns
complain.
Out to be $30 billion.
What?
I don't know.
That turns out to be $30 billion.
That's a lot of money. That's more than the NASA budget.
A little bit more.
It's a lot more. It's over. It's
so now it's a
$12 billion
penny on your
more.
tax dollar instead of half a penny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no. My state's just taking my money to shit it away to spend on hookers and like fucking cocaine. So.
Well, that's what politicians are for.
Didn't you have that crazy governor a few years ago or
8
whatever?
governors.
What did they get impeached?
Yeah.
What?
Basically, they get impeached and go to jail.
Wow.
Yay, Illinois.
It's Chicago.
Yeah.
That's why.
Illinois.
They're probably all mobsters, like doing heroin and like taking in guns and crazy drugs and stuff.
It's the reason I never get any of my money back from the state of Illinois. The federal government's like, yeah, we didn't really need it. And Illinois is like, what money? Fucking assholes.
So you never get a tax return?
Not from the state.
Oh.
Well, I guess the United States is technically a state.
Federal or state, are you saying?
From the state, not from the federal.
Yeah, I don't know how any of that works.
We don't usually call our own country a state. We usually call it a country.
Yeah,
yeah.
The federal government.
In other places like Russia, they'll be like, this is for this state.
It is a state.
Yeah. Well, we don't usually refer to it as a state.
No, and it's not Russia's fault.
It does end
American
up sounding
school
commie.
system.
There was this funny comment on a video of this guy playing GeoGuessr, and he was like, okay, I think I'm in Russia. I see a Russian flag. And then one of the comments was like, I don't know if it was from a Russian guy or not, but he's like, yeah, if you see a Russian flag, you're in Russia. Oh, wait. Because they have lots of countries and stuff.
Right. There's like a place a mile from here that's got every single like country's flag, or some of the bigger countries' flags in like a little park area.
Just like on
Russia,
display.
Brazil, America, Canada.
Or like actual flags on a pole.
Flags on a pole.
Oh,
like
okay.
in a little circle.
Oh, they're trying to pretend like they're a melting pot of culture and authenticity.
Yeah, they're trying to. It's not working real good.
Yeah.
Since we're all incredibly xenophobic.
Yeah. We're all just trying to light each other's flags on fires, because if you light a flag on fire, you're doing God's work, right? That's how it works. You light a flag on fire and someone dies or something.
You light a flag on fire and a bunch of people get all uppity about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that reminds me, there's like a question on OkCupid that's like, which should be banned? Is like flag burning or book burning?
Both.
I don't care
Flag
if you...
burning is
Or which one
terrible.
are you more against, rather?
Book
I would definitely
burning,
say book
obviously.
burning.
Yeah.
Book burning
Whenever I
is
see
an
someone say
intense
flag burning,
censor.
I'm like, what? It's like, it's just a freaking flag. Like, grow up.
Like, I mean, I would like offend everyone basically that is like, you know, a patriot or takes pride in their country, but like to me the flag is like an arbitrary like
Yeah, it's just a
sentimental
piece of
image.
cloth. It
Yeah,
doesn't
It's literally
stand for
nothing.
anything.
Honestly, even the image of like the American flag, like I don't take any value in the actual image. Like it's 50 stars. I get what they represent. They're the 50 states, and like
Right.
the blue and red and the white. It's like pride, liberty, and something else cool. And it's like good stuff, cool, awesome. But you know, like it's not super. It could be like you know a dog on heroin. Like
I like where this is going.
it could be like a dog on heroin with like a rainbow in the background, like you
Sunglasses.
know, fucking a cat. Okay, it could be anything like that, and it would mean just as much to me. Okay, that would be more entertaining, but it would mean just as much to
The beautiful
me.
reciprocal of what you're proposing is that there would still be people out there who are like, yeah, the dog fucking the cat on heroin with his sunglasses and the rainbow. That's America, man.
Yeah,
We
you don't
stand for the
shit on
dog
that.
on heroin. There'd still be those people who would just like that thing that you
Yeah.
showed me, Charlie, the fucking school bus with the pentagrams and the
Oh my
lights.
god.
Oh Jesus. That sounds
Did you not
awful.
see that, Kelsey?
I
'Cause
didn't.
of your terrible
I'm
internet?
gonna click it and we'll link it in the description, boys and girls.
I didn't actually see the picture of it. I just trusted that the woman was stupid.
It wasn't. It
and
was
freaked out about it.
It wasn't a pentagram because there were no. From my understanding, and I've studied religion more than the average person, but less than a scholar, just
you
a
can be that
star
shitbag.
upside down in a circle doesn't constitute a pentagram.
I thought it was just a normal star inside a circle.
No, it has to be upside down, I think.
When I search pentagram on Google, it's all right side up stars.
Oh, is it? Well,
It's just
this
like a-
one
it's
was
just like a-
upside down, so
Some of them
there.
are upside down, some of them are right side up. I
upside
don't think it really
down,
matters.
inside out.
That
there's the
video
link.
seriously was like one of those days where I'm just like, fuck people, man.
more time, one
I
more time, I'm gonna celebrate.
Don't even want to be around human beings after seeing that.
I mean, yeah, like I like to think that I'm just
it
an
was-
optimistic person when it comes to human like
It
faith
was a
and all that.
compounding event because first
Yeah, the
it
shitty
was
day.
like, wow, there are stupid people that believe this, and then there was also like that second wave of like, oh, they're using this because it's a slow news day.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
exploitative news.
Yep.
Great.
What do they call that? Sensationalism. Yeah, when they have
Sensationalism, yeah.
yeah, it's literal sensationalism. Yep, it's basically
You
what it
just-
is. I always try to
Just
make
hype
it.
up something extremely minimal.
Yeah, yeah.
Back on the topic of flags, it's gotten to the point where when I see like an American flag, I just assume like uber patriotism or whatever.
Yeah. Especially when they fly a flag outside their house. Like, I'm not against it. It's just like, you know, that's definitely.
It's like, yes, I know we're in America. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Oh, I haven't seen one of those today. Thank you.
I think
On the
I
other
think-
hand, though, I'm perfectly fine with like state pride and like doing the state flag all crazy. I like that. Fine, that's fine. with me.
I have less of an opinion about patriotism than I do about xenophobia because they're sort of, you know, conjoined. But
Yeah, I would say like flying the flag like that could definitely be construed as like xenophobic.
no,
as
no.
well.
What I was gonna say is, I'm sure I'd get a lot of flack if I flew like a Canadian flag because I like Canada, or for whatever reason, you know.
I feel like people would just find it ironic or funny or something.
Well, then
Well,
find a Brazilian.
probably
flag.
because it's Canada, people would find it
Yeah,
funny.
probably
you
because
should
it's
fly a
Canada.
Russian flag or a Chinese
Yeah,
flag or
yeah.
something. if
You
want
should just get a
flag.
fucking. What's the North Korean flag? You should just get that
It's,
puppy out there.
It's
It's
Kim
like a-
Jong Il just punching a bunch of babies.
It's a red star in a white circle against a red background
Yep.
with blue borders on the top.
It's a kind of nice looking flag. Like, I'm not even
No,
trying to be
it's
weird
not.
here.
It's a terrible flag.
It's not like
terrible
it's just,
flag for a
it's like
terrible
It's like
country.
a simple minimalist design.
edgy. Is it better than South Korea's flag?
Oh no, you're starting.
I think
some.
South Koreans has that like Australian thing going, right?
Yeah,
No,
don't they?
no.
I
Which
think
one
they
is
do.
theirs?
It's got like a red and blue yin and
Oh,
yang with
yeah,
like
that's like- it
black
looks like-
bars on the side of it.
Oh,
It just
you're
looks
right,
like a
that's the one.
Japanese thing. Not Japanese, but Asian in general. I'm just generalizing here, boys and girls. That
You
is
are
a
very much
cool.
so.
That's a cool looking
Yeah.
flag. It's
It
got
is.
like weird
It's
symbols. It kind of looks like a space station is going around the yin and yang thing.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
we
cool.
get it. It's a cool flag.
It is.
My point being,
I mean, that's cooler than the American flag. That's all I'm trying to say. Look, don't shoot me. I'm not saying I hate America. I'm implying it, but
like-
I'm not saying it.
How many flags in the world have red, white, and blue on them? It's like half of them. Isn't
several.
It?
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. South
Russia,
Korea
France,
is red, white, and blue. Wow.
The Netherlands,
I'm just
Russia,
gonna look at the
France,
flags
Australia,
now.
Britain, Italy.
Fogs.
No, not Italy. Right?
not Italy at all.
That's green.
I definitely think the Australian and like UK flags look totally ballin'. I like the
Yeah, I like the
Australian
Union
one
Jack.
because they've got like
I'm
the
curious
stars.
though. I'm curious if that's because you're an American though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No. It's all from my perspective. I'm sure. It's all.
Okay, just
like.
curious.
I was kind of hoping like Scotland would have like separated from the UK a while back, just so like I would see what the flag
Just
would be
so
like
I
with all
could get
that
a new flag.
without all that blue on there.
Just so I could get a new flag stamped
'Cause
for my
that blue
stamp
with the white-
collection, you fucking
white diagonal
nerd.
cross. Is
The
Scotland
Brazil one
flag.
looks so freaking cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's something that I always associate that with like football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
football.
It looks like it has constellations on it. Like it's a little bit earthy and sciencey. I like that.
Yeah, doesn't it?
It's pretty sweet. We're just looking at flags right now.
I know. And
I
I'm
know.
just
It's
dealing
not like
with
anyone can even see this.
Yeah.
it. I'm just dealing with it. I'm not looking at flags.
Good. Andy's
I
the
love
man.
you, audience. I'm here for you. I'm here to be part of the solution.
It's funny because you could spot like fake flags a mile away because
Oh,
they just have off
Christ.
colors and weird likeness. Like you can just see like, oh, that was a fan made flag.
In other news,
Yeah.
I ate a. I don't even know what I ate today. I ate a ham sandwich today. Ah,
I eat
also that.
I
Did
eat
you
what I
die
eat
from it
every
like
day.
Mama Cass?
Like what?
Like Mama Cass.
What is that?
She's a woman who like they always say she died from a ham sandwich. I guess because she ate them too much and had like a heart attack or
No
something.
one knows
No.
what you're talking about.
But it
Not
promptly
Austin
made my
Powers.
face
All right.
itch. Because I do that.
I had a peanut
Sorry.
butter and honey sandwich on whole wheat sprouted organic bread because
You know
it's
what's
fucking
great?
amazing.
Nutella. That stuff is so fucking healthy. I eat it all the time.
Oh, you mean that shit with tons of sugar and chocolate? I don't even
The stuff
know.
that's worse than just chocolate frosting. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that stuff.
I honestly tried it and I did not like it at all. I was like,
not
this is.
very good.
I don't like hazelnuts, so it's like, you know, they didn't make it for me. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get you. I understand. I see how it is.
I'm not that kind of nutty man. No, I like me some peanuts, and I would probably like pistachio butter, but I've never tried it. And
You ever had almond butter?
I have had almond butter. It's
really
very
runny.
Very. It's not. It's well, I don't know. Maybe it is. The one I got
What
was
is
like.
it? Is it good? I need the
It's
judgment
just.
here.
It's super nutty. It is like a million times more nutty than peanut butter. And peanut butter's
Really?
very.
Well, do you get like
bland.
Jif or Skippy peanut butter or like real peanut butter?
Yeah, exactly.
The one I get is I go to the store and they have like the peanut machine and it grounds it there and it's like this
Oh, wow.
perfectly. What? Jesus. It's not like this big
Oh
process.
my god!
It's not like there's an old man on the corner of a
Jesus.
street picking fucking
You
peanuts and
pretentious
grinding
fuck.
them. I'm not pretentious. I am
What do you
pretentious.
get your apples like in the bag? No, what? No, I just go there and they've got this machine that grows them
They got
instantly
an apple
for
tree
me.
right there, and they shake one out
that's the
for me.
fucking organic apple man.
It's not even organic
Fuck
peanut
you,
butter.
man.
It's not. It's
Seriously?
oh Jesus.
It grinds it for me. That is like the most first worldy thing I've heard in my entire life.
God
Can't
damn
even
it.
have peanut butter unless it's fresh ground at the grocery store, man.
I
Oh,
totally
we gotta
get
go to
the jar.
California, Charlie.
I
They
get
got
the jar
machines
shit.
that'll grind your peanut butter for you.
Gosh, dang it.
All right, but back on topic.
Part of
Once
that
I
was
had
just
like
my amazement.
once
Part
I
of
had
that
like
was a
real
little bit of
peanut butter
hatred
like
that I've
that.
never experienced it.
Once I had like real peanut butter
missing
like
out.
that, and I tried like Jif or Skippy once, I'm like, what is this industrial paste tasting crap?
Yeah. Yeah.
It tastes like shit after you've had
You
real
became a
peanut butter.
communist about peanut butter. It's overproduced.
I fucking like it
Industrial.
because it stays.
Was that a Frenchman?
It's like, Jesus.
I don't know.
I don't even know what's happening right
I
now.
don't fucking
What
know.
is this overproduced shit?
This overproduced shit.
This entire
know.
cast has been a derailment from the very beginning.
Dude, that's fine.
No, I'm not unhappy
People
at
don't
it
want to hear
with it
about
all.
your fancy peanut butter grinding machines.
I didn't even want to talk about it. I have no idea how he got
I
onto
think
peanut butter.
That is amazing, though. Please tell me more about that. And I mean this with
Okay.
sincerity. I am very interested
I'm
in that you've got a
linking-
machine.
I'm
that
Can
linking
you
the image.
substitute in your
Peanut butter
own nuts
yeah,
as you
does it
please?
make your own?
No. It's like it's they're shit peanuts that are just in the machine. I linked you a fucking
Shit
gigantic URL. They're not organic or anything. It's just like $5 a pound, like peanut butter. And the reason I like it is because of the consistency.
Weird.
It's only because of the consistency. You turn it on, it's loud as shit. Everyone looks at you. They're like, "Why the fuck are you
It's an-
grinding
it's
peanut
an
butter?"
Experience.
It is. It's like an actual.
That is a weird
thing.
looking consistency.
Yeah, it's very, very smooth. I fucking
That's
love
weird.
the consistency.
Oh, do you like smooth? I like chunky.
It is chunky. It's chunky. Like
Oh.
it's actually chunky, but I mean it's smooth to put on. It's
That
not
is
like this
so
weird
weird.
dehydrated stuff. It's a lot more viscous than some of the stuff.
I was expecting something more.
I was thinking like one of those giant coffee
Industrious.
machines, actually.
Yeah. You were thinking
can
of
I
like an
just say, I
old
love
man
the
on the
coffee
side
aisle
of
at
the
a
street.
grocery store. It smells so good.
Yeah.
What kind of coffee do you drink, Charlie? Man.
Oh.
Drink coffee.
Man coffee?
Are you guys fans of sriracha?
Don't know what that is. Oh, that's that douchebag sauce that everybody was all excited about for like a summer.
I used to eat it a lot more when I had chicken nuggets. I would make sriracha ketchup, but I just don't use it anymore.
Well, I wanted to try
You're
it.
classing up fucking chicken nuggets.
Dude, it made it tasty. It was spicy. More flavor than just ketchup.
Apparently, sriracha's really good, and I looked for it in the same store I ground the peanut butter in, and I couldn't find fucking sriracha. I was like, what kind of bullshit is this?
Whenever
Dude,
I hear sriracha, this isn't a joke. It sounds funny, but it's not a joke. Whenever I hear sriracha, I feel like you're not done yet because I'm expecting you to say sriracha-cha.
Sriracha. Fucking
It's-
crazy.
That's something you stare at yourself in the mirror and be like, say sriracha.
I'm not angry with myself. I just like to explore when I'm gonna have like a hilarious schizophrenic skit breakdown.
Andy's
with
a very specific kind of schizophrenic.
Yeah.
I'm the creative, beautiful mind schizophrenic who solves problems and writes skits about Santa who's afraid of like dirt.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it's that. It's literally that.
Oh man.
Stare into your eye. You act like you can't control it.
I know. It's not that I can't control it, it's I don't want to control it. Oh man.
It controls me.
I have been slacking off dream time so bad.
Dude,
Like,
I have too. I have not
I don't
written
dream
a
anymore.
dream.
Ever since I had a use for my dreams, I just stopped doing it.
Your brain's like, oh fuck, you want to start like,
Exactly. That is the way the universe treats me. It's amazing.
yeah. It
It's like,
happens sometimes.
you want to do that thing that's conceivably easy to do and you have time for it? Not
It's
anymore.
not.
Now you have diarrhea.
I don't think fucking writing, like remembering dreams is one of the most difficult things I've ever. Well, okay, that kind of puts me in a spoiled
Wow.
position, doesn't it? It's
That's
one of the
the
hardest
most
things.
difficult thing you've ever done.
It's very
What privilege
difficult, in
over
my
here,
opinion.
Charlie?
It is very difficult. I think trying to lucid dream though is one of the most difficult things I've ever done mentally. at
Probably,
least.
yeah.
It's
To the point that I won't even attempt it.
Yeah.
well because it takes so
You're a
much
quitter,
time.
Charlie.
You
You're a
really have to
fucking quitter.
try.
I can just sit there and close my eyes and have it good enough.
You can't. You really
Imagining of
can't.
it.
I just want to lucid dream because I genuinely want to make a movie about lucid dreaming, and I feel I have no fucking authority on even trying to do it until I have.
Oh,
Become
I only
like a
wanted to
master.
lucid dream so I could fuck certain
No,
girls.
I knew that was coming.
Well, that's
It was
of course
coming.
that's the reason, but I mean I want to put it in like an eloquent manner that people can like respect me by and all that bullshit.
It's like, what superpower would you want to have? Invisibility, so I could watch girls take their clothes off.
In your
Yeah,
own
that's like
dream
every
mind.
That's what like
Yes.
every sixth grader thinks about.
That's
Like, I want to
the,
be invisible or I want to stop time. One of those two.
There was a shitty in color 80s Twilight episode where there was like a leprechaun and 3 boys met them and he's like, I have 3 wishes. Let me give them each to you and blah, blah, blah. And one kid asked for like x-ray vision so he could see through girls' clothes. And of course, because it's a fucking Twilight Zone, he just sees their muscles and like their flesh and their organs. And he's just like,
See, that's the thing, though. That's what X-ray vision I've always thought would do. I didn't understand why people were like,
well, I guess
Oh, yeah,
it's
they just want some
implied.
vision that can magically take away clothes, which
Yeah.
doesn't really work.
It's implied
exactly, yeah,
that
it's like see through
Yeah.
see through anything only in the layers that you would like to see.
It's like if
Yeah,
you have X-ray vision, all you're gonna see is their malignant tumors in their bones.
The malignant tumors you're giving them with your X-ray vision.
Yeah,
Because
'cause you're
really
looking at it
all
for
we
more than,
did
like,
was
half
put
a
a
second.
radiation-tron machine on your eyeballs.
A radiation neutron machine. Yeah, that's
like,
highly scientific.
If I can become just blindly like optimistic and happy for a moment, I fucking love. It's like one of the few things I wholeheartedly enjoy is when people like try and make big
Yeah.
complex things
Yeah.
into just little like quick summarized in the radiotron machine. 'Cause I do that all the time.
Yeah,
and
you
I
do
just
that all the
love
time.
it. The what?
You do that a lot.
I know, I do it all the time because I love it. It's therapeutic. It helps with my schizophrenia. There are going to
That
be
and
so
you also
many
think of,
people
like,
out there
the
who are
first thing that
medicated with
comes to your
schizophrenia
mind.
who are so pissed at me.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people that are like, you're not even legit.
You don't even know what it's like to be schizophrenic.
You don't
Like
know
that-
what it's like to shave your face and not
You think
know
of the
that
most
you
random
did it.
names for shit too. Like I'm watching Half-Life. I don't even know what that thing is called now. A gooey dog. I don't even remember what its proper name is anymore. Because you call it a fucking gooey dog all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's part of being a creative genius with no
Yeah, I know, it's just
alkalides
like-
and no
like-
like fucking use for that genius.
Look
You
at
gotta
that
let it out somehow.
gooey dog.
That's what every Let's Player is. Every good Let's Player is just a genius who has no ambition.
No way to make
or
anything
something.
good out of his
Yeah,
genius.
yeah. I'm just going to be a commentator.
Oh, it's a bull squid. I just remembered.
Yeah, I knew it was bullseye. I was gonna say bullworm, but then that goes back to SpongeBob.
Oh, these annoying turkey crabs.
God, I hate myself.
I think that was a Mattism, actually.
Well, you know, it's half and half. I gotta
rubs
accept
off
half
on
the
'em.
responsibility.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's who will be our woman on the podcast is Matt, right? That'll be the voice. The voice that contrasts from all of our voices. You can just put on
most definitely.
Oh,
He
well,
can just
he
put
can
on a lady
contrast on both
accent.
the low side and the high side. He can go so pretty high on the pitch there.
Yeah.
He's like from Judas Priest, like the guy that has like every single tone of the human ear.
Yeah, and some not toned to the human here, like this one, and
Oh.
this one.
Andy, don't do the Mickey Mouse thing. It scares me. Makes me
That
happy.
was I,
Oh no!
Charlie Murphy.
Oh, that's what I meant to say, Andy. Don't do it.
Are the Jews dead yet? Put me back in.
Put me back in.
So,
Oh my god, I
Let me see
love
here.
Disney World. Anybody been to Disney World ever?
Nope.
I've been to the one in L.A.
Oh,
Land.
yeah,
I've
that
been
would
to
make
Hershey
sense
Park.
since you live out there and not over here.
Yeah, I was way too young though, and it was one of those things. I had older brother and sister. I say that like there was going to be plural because I'm a grammatical tard nugget, but
Older brother and
I have
sister.
older brother and sister.
I have older brother sister. It very
I have
good
older
time.
brother and sister from homeland. Yeah.
From homeland of California.
They are good to me. I enjoy their company. They are good people.
They good to me.
But yeah, so I was a little bit too young to really remember too much of it. All I remember is getting an autograph book and then like being fucking terrified.
Autograph.
Autograph. I pronounce things a little too much sometimes.
Then I autographed my book.
I smell 23 flavors and spices.
I smelled. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that looks like a chicken running with his head chopped off. Oh, that's me.
But yeah, the mascots, not the mascots, but you know what I'm talking about. The people in the
Yeah, the
suits.
mascots.
Okay, mascots. They scared the shit out of me. I didn't want to get their autographs, but like my family would like
No,
push me to
that
them.
makes
'cause they're
sense.
furries.
I remember at Disneyland,
Yeah, they're
or
furries.
Disney World, when I was a kid, they'd like, there was like a restaurant or whatever where you go and eat breakfast, and they'd have like the mascots walking around, and I was like under the table, base
Chuck E.
camp,
Cheese?
not getting touched by Mickey Mouse or Goofy. No way in hell. The whole time.
Yeah, they've got those like big hands, and they like walk clumsily because the people
Well,
can't
yeah,
walk right. Like it's fucking uncanny. It's weird.
forever happy. Ugh.
And who knows who are in those costumes? Andy is the
chasing you around.
scariest.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know like Hershey Chocolate has a theme park?
Yeah,
jeez.
Hersheyland or Hersheyville or Hershey Park.
It's called
I wanna go
Hershey
to
Park.
Legoland
I've been there
really
before.
bad.
That's what it is.
I've heard
It's like an
Legoland
hour
is
from
amazing.
me.
But
Maybe 2 hours.
have I talked to you guys about the abandoned Disney World park before? It's like a Disneyland park that they were gonna open called River Country, and then they closed it down, and there was like a brain-eating amoeba in the water or something.
Oh, they closed it because of that?
I don't know. I think
Oh.
it was that plus some other stuff, but it's
Oh,
like
God.
it was halfway done, and so there's like been gorilla films of being inside there, and it's like
Hella
fucking
scary.
surreal.
Yeah, because you
Gorilla
see all
films
those
of
like,
you inside there, or just in general?
What?
Gorilla films of you inside there? or
Charlie
just in
really
general?
wants to
Dude,
see
I live
you
in fucking
be in
Illinois.
things like that.
This
Oh, I
isn't
thought
like,
it was being built in Illinois.
No, sorry. No, this is like at Disney World or Disneyland.
Oh, okay, dear.
I'm sorry.
Kind of in a smooth segue, unless you're not done talking about it. There are some parks that were built, and I think there's one that is like known for deaths, like people dying in it, because they would have rides that are totally not safe, and like people like got
I don't go
injured
to like
and died.
those traveling carnivals and shit because of that.
No,
Carny fucks.
I've been to those.
Backwards carny fucks.
I went to those like every single year, and I'd always like ride the zipper, and it was like shaky and scary, and there were like bolts coming loose.
I kind of don't feel confident in a ride that you constructed 8 hours ago with your like hot dog in one hand, not like your dick, but like an actual hot dog in one hand.
Yeah, I
and, like,
agree,
a soda
but
in the other.
they never failed.
Can I make it a funnel cake in your vision? Is that better than a hot dog?
That's better. Thank you. Funnel cake is like quintessential fair food.
A funnel
they're
cake
so good.
like that they
They're
have
so
eaten,
good.
and they have like the white like mustache due to the powder, like the sugar powder.
Yeah.
So they look a little too crazy.
I can actually bring up a case that ties a lot of things that we've talked about together.
Oh, please do so.
yeah.
Oh,
In
Jesus.
Disneyland, there were 51 measles cases outbreaks.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
hear
It's like,
about that?
suck it, anti-vaxxers.
I was going to say, and that's because of the people who are like, nah, vaccines give autism, even though they don't, but we're still
Yeah.
going to say they do.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw stuff where like doctors
Peter
are now
Griffin, I
like
guess.
refusing to like serve people who won't get vaccines or whatever.
Dude,
It's legit.
somebody has to put some legislation forth that makes that, because these diseases that are extinct because of vaccinations are coming back now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like we beat this like years ago. This
Like
shouldn't be here
polio is
anymore.
one of those. Polio, measles, and
But guys,
Mumps?
I don't want autism. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Don't
don't
worry,
want
Kelsey.
I know that's
I don't
worse
wanna-
than death. How
I don't
could
want
you
to
want that?
contract autism from those fucking vaccines that those crazy scum government doctors give, and you know they peddle their shit, and I don't want to get that autism peddled shit bullshit. You know what I'm
all
saying?
right, Jenny McCarthy and Jim Carrey together as a horrible monster unit.
Wait,
Jim-
what? Why Jim
Yeah,
Carrey?
why Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey's God.
He's like married or dating or in a relationship with her and also holds these same beliefs.
Oh no,
Oh, does he?
Did you not know this?
Oh,
No.
that just.
Well,
oh,
I'm sorry,
Charlie.
I just rocked your world.
Charlie linked
Whatever.
me this.
I mostly just like Ace Ventura.
I know you do. Go
Well-
ahead, say it. I know it's on your mind.
There's someone on the wing. Something.
There you go.
That's not
I'm
even.
sorry, what were you saying?
That's someone completely different.
That's him. It was in a movie. He was
Oh,
imitating
yeah,
that on
you're
the
right.
airplane.
Yeah, it's Inception.
Yeah. I was just
The guy
gonna
was
say.
trying to explain stuff to him, and he was just being silly by doing that. He was like, there was a curtain for the window. He was like, whoosh, 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 like drawing it back and forth really quickly.
Have you guys seen the Lincoln commercials one with Jim Carrey and
No.
what's his face from Interstellar? Matthew McConaughey's his Lincoln commercials.
Oh yeah,
I've
it was like
seen
on
the
SNL
Matthew
or something,
McConaughey
wasn't
ones.
it?
Yeah, Jim Carrey did a really funny skit on them. But anyways, I was gonna say Charlie linked me a Jim Carrey college talk. What was it? A keynote kind of thing? And it was just like
He was a
mind-blowingly
commencement
good.
speaker.
Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. That made me like.
Yeah.
That changed my life a little bit. I'm not trying to be like that guy that's like, it was the most beautiful thing, but it was good.
Too late.
It was good.
Too
And it was the most
fucking
random
late.
school that I'd never heard of ever,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It was probably
Durbanville
like some
State.
crazy like,
It was like some Christian school, wasn't it, or
Yeah.
something?
yeah.
How
With
bizarre.
like, with like a graduating class of like 30 people.
Yeah, it's probably some like yellow rain suit, crazy hat, like religious nonsense school. And he was like,
I love that
Hello, everybody.
neither of you guys have any concept of like fucking a religious school from what I understand, right?
no, I don't think I've ever seen one.
Oh, are you talking about like a college that is just declared
No,
as
like
being
a middle / grade / high school.
Oh yeah, I've never been to like a private school like
I've
that.
only seen them in movies.
Oh my god.
I mean, there are plenty of them around me in my area,
just-
but I've never been to one.
I've heard about them in films and literature, but
Well-
I didn't think they were real.
Like I know people that have been through them, and they're,
Oh,
they're
okay.
there's
Yeah,
like
I
the
mean,
people.
My mom went through private schools like that to some degree.
Yeah,
That poor woman.
yeah. Like one of my buddies from work, he said he like went to one and he got like, I don't know if he got expelled or whatever, but he didn't enjoy it.
No one does.
I
It's a great-
couldn't imagine like,
I'm assuming you attended one of these at
I
one
did,
point.
yes.
oh yeah.
did.
Tell us, Andy.
Did you get,
Tell us
did
your
you get 50
stories.
lashes?
I love Patton Oswalt. Like one of his opening bits is like, I went to Catholic school all my life, so naturally I'm an atheist.
Yeah, that is
just
how a lot of
terrible.
atheists start. Like that are like bigger atheists, like Richard, Christopher Hitchens and
Christopher
Richard Dawkins.
Hitchens and Richard Dawkins, yeah.
I think they both went to Christian
it was
schools.
weird because for me it wasn't about the like religion at first. It was just about like the closed-mindedness.
Yeah, exactly.
Of like me being like this cute, adorable little kid when they're like, and then God made everything, and then I'd ask some sort of, well,
Yep,
it wasn't that. It was just
That's-
those things that they say, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense, and then just like, yeah, it does. Shut up, you punk ass bitch.
Yeah, it's like we
Yep.
can't have people questioning stuff.
Exactly.
It's a school where you don't
I
ask
know
questions.
you're supposed to. That's how
If
you
your
learn.
religion is not open to skepticism, you have a bad religion.
Which
or
is
to
every
other
religion.
interpretations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, most religions.
So I like the Buddhist monkey. Not monkey. Oh, wow. That was dumb. Monk.
I knew what you
Monkey.
meant, and then when you said, "Oh
God
wow,"
damn
I
it.
knew what you.
Yeah,
Didn't
I
mean.
heard like monk e.
Yeah,
and then
monk.
until you said,
Right,
"Oh
and
wow,"
then
I didn't hear like
Those Buddhist
monkey.
monkeys.
Thankfully,
Damn
they're
it.
not African. That would have been a little more
Yeah.
racist. If they
Yeah,
were.
I was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
you
Those-
not as bad as it could have been.
Buddhist monk people.
Monk-like.
Monk.
I thought that until you said, "Oh wow," and I was like, "Okay, he talked about a monkey."
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened to me.
Not what I meant. But yeah, they're cool because they just do their own thing. They like separate
Well-
themselves from the world, have no material values, don't put any kind of like love or like passion into material things. They don't get attached. They just say, I'm just going to be one with the world and try to be reincarnated into something better or something like that. Look, I have no understanding of it, but I just know that they're not trying to push shit.
Yeah, stuff
No,
like that.
they're
I was
not.
like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool," but give me my computer.
Yep,
Well, yeah, exactly. I've been trying to find a commonality between Buddhism and today's world because Buddhism, one of the tenets of it is that you should beg for food. And obviously that doesn't work in today's society.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it does work because there's people that are on the streets of every fucking intersection where I live doing that, but, you know, it's probably not a great life to live.
oh, of
Yeah,
course
Not
not.
ideal.
Exactly.
If you're looking for an ideal life where everything's nice and you look forward to every day waking up, then yeah, probably not the best way to live.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I agree.
I read
agree.
an article about that, how we just like completely dehumanize the homeless.
Oh,
And just
yeah.
like treat
Oh,
them
yeah.
as utter scum and
Well, we
filth in our
dehumanize
society.
a lot of people.
That's
Yeah.
what human
We
beings do to
dehumanize
villainize
fucking
things.
children.
Yeah. Well, children aren't humans. They're freaking, sociopathic monsters that destroy everything. No, I'm not one of those guys that hates
Sensing a
children.
lot of stuff.
I am bike cheese. To quote Eugene Merman.
Yeah. Sorry if you didn't understand that.
I just know
Oh,
that.
you just sounded very Canadian just then, Andy. Like sorry.
Yeah, you did. I'm sorry about that.
I say that a lot.
Everyone I know says I'm sorry a lot. Like I'm sorry.
No, I mean
No,
sorry.
he says sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
That's how Canadians say it.
Well, sorry.
sorry.
You fuckers. Well, yeah, like
Been
I
spending too much
adapt a
time in
lot of
cheese land.
things that I say from other like sources, and I don't even realize it. And then shitlords like you try and make fun of me for it.
That's
middle
what happens
school
all the
all
time
over
to
again.
me. That's what happens to me when I like pronounce words that I've only read, like premise, and you guys are like, it's fucking premise, and I'm like, I know, but just let me live my life in my little world where everything
how
is
would that
correct.
not come up in
Amazes me about that
conversation?
is you know the meaning of premise,
Right.
Which means you either looked it up or you asked somebody. And if you fucking ask them like, "What does premise mean?" and they're like, "What you mean premise?" and you're
No.
like, "Yeah, premise."
It wasn't like that at all.
Premise, you stupid piece of shit.
Premise.
No,
Premise.
I just deduced it. Like I inferred what it meant from hearing it, not hearing. There it comes.
I
Not
was gonna
hearing
say, like,
it,
how have you not?
but reading
how
it.
did
You
you
got
not
him on the
hear it?
ropes here, Charlie.
No, I deduced from like what it meant from just reading it so many times, and I was like, oh, okay, so the premise is, and then people like you hear me say that, and they go, whoa, 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 whoa.
I
And then I
deduced
go,
that you are a dummy.
I
We're trying to help you so that you don't make a big mistake in front of people who matter.
Oh no. I appreciate the help. I just think it's funny. I think it's
You need
legitimately
it,
a funny
man.
thing. I don't need
Yeah,
any
people who
help.
matter, like our fine audience here.
Yep.
Yeah.
People that matter.
That came off as sounding jerky. I'm sorry.
I did that in the bookstore today.
The
lady's
bookstore.
Like, at the college, she's like, "Do you need any help?" And I was like, "I think I can manage on my own. Thanks."
Oh jeez.
As soon as I like turned around the column to go, I was like, "Oh fuck."
You just ruined
Did you
someone's
apologize
day.
or did you just soak in your shame?
She's like a new lady that works there too, so she doesn't even know me.
Oh.
She doesn't know that I have crippling like I can't use a real disease because people who have the real disease will make fun of me for not having the real disease.
So
I have
just
crippling
soaked in your
social
shame, you didn't say
debilitating
anything?
illness.
I think that's called not getting outdoors enough, and I think everyone suffers from that. That like
I get
does
out of
internet stuff.
doors plenty.
I think I can manage.
Yeah, well, that's one of the. This is like Andy's pedestal moment. I find myself like dumbing down how I talk a lot of the times because I feel like people are just gonna be like, "Oh, so that's how it is."
Yeah, that's literally what I mean. I keep saying this, but I really do think that that's what everyone does everywhere. Because like I mean, I'll be talking to some of my friends sometimes, and thankfully, you know, I have good enough friends that I don't do that. Where you just kind of like do, how's the weather out there? Oh, you know, elevator talk this, elevator talk that. But like. You won't dumb down your speech, but there are some people I talk
isn't
to.
Taylor Swift hot?
Right.
You know, real stuff that matters.
Right. Exactly. But like some people will surprise me with shit they talk about, and it's like,
I would
oh,
agree with
you're
that statement.
a real person. You're not just like another NPC roaming around.
Right? You fucking
You're not a
detached
fucking druggie
sociopath.
from Fallout.
Yep. I've met more NPCs than I have people.
You're fucking talking to like a person you've met on the subway, and they've got you imagine like this text bar below them. Like,
Yeah,
I
go up to
what do I say to this guy to unlock this quest?
I go up to someone at McDonald's. Let me see what you have for sale. They're like, it's up on the menu. I'm like, oh, right. The UI's up there.
And then you're like pressing I to open inventory, and then you look up at the fucking menu. God.
I've always wanted to have a game, and the only game that's ever done this is the new Alone in the Dark. But where you like look down and you like pull open your jacket, and all of your inventory is like in there, accounted for, not just
That's
magical.
cool.
Oh man, that game did it so well. But I want to see a game like Stalker do it because
I'm a
that's
big
just
fan of Mallet Space, though. Like the cartoony concept of Mallet Space.
Mallet Space. Never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, well, it's like, you
is it
know,
what
when
that is?
you're watching a cartoon and they like reach behind them and pull
Oh,
out a
mallet,
mallet out
yeah.
of nowhere.
Okay, gotcha. Hammer Space is what it's called. TV tropes.
Oh,
Hammer Space.
Is that what it's called? Oh, I'm sorry.
Mallet
Speaking
Space.
about being awkward and talking about using an inventory in real life, my friend and I always imagined like what would be the equivalent of like pressing use in Half-Life when you try to talk to someone.
Oh, you just
And we always
Go ahead
imagine
and
just be
use
like
this
a
person.
sharp poke to the chest or something like, huh.
With your crowbar, like, hey, where do I
Speak to
go?
me. Hey, Freeman.
Oh.
What's going on?
Hey,
Darn.
catch me later. I'll buy you a beer.
Dude, the NPCs in Half-Life are so great.
It
They're
cracked
so
me up.
bad, they're so great.
I hate it when they like nowadays they default the PC versions to the HD models. I'm like, no, I want the low D goofy one. Damn it.
Einstein and Black Guy. Which is literally the two character models, the only two scientist character models in Half-Life.
Dude, there's that one zombie that's like having a seizure watching that monitor, and you guys are like, "What's he doing?" I think you're like, "He's watching Family Matters."
Something like that, probably.
Yeah, then Zach was like, "Did I do that?"
Yeah. God, we are monsters.
I enjoy that
But
series way too much.
literally, Charlie is not my reason for living, but like when I set out to do Let's Plays, I was like, as long as we get one person who enjoys watching us, we did it, man.
Oh, I agree. Like it's not the only reason I enjoy the game, but the reason I'm playing Stalker is because of Charlie.
Charlie, dude, you're our world.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so much pressure.
Yeah.
Say
You don't have
something
to-
immaculate.
You don't have to comment on every one of my videos, but if you don't,
Yeah, I just saw you uploaded that Stalker video. I've not gotten
I
around to
like
it.
that because we're just talking about how great he is, and you're like, maybe scale it back though on my video. You don't have to.
I will comment as I damn please.
He's helping your like SEO ratings or whatever.
yeah, exactly.
All that crap.
That's the thing I love about when people get angry about dislikes. It's like, dude, that's literally just as good as likes. I mean, I can't say that because YouTube doesn't tell anyone, but it does help.
Oh yeah, it does.
I don't know if it helps
Yeah, I
just
had
as much as
someone-
likes, but it does help.
I had someone tell me, it's like, dude, your channel takes a nosedive when you play like Half-Life 2 and shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I enjoy those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
wait,
and then,
wait.
like,
We're
when-
supposed to play games that people like?
Yeah,
And
like
then,
if you
that,
can somehow
that Fallout
do
3
both.
prologue shit started like the next day, and I got like a thumbs down on it. I'm like, I wonder who that's from.
Yeah. Someone downvoted all of my subreddit things, which I
Oh
haven't
my
used
god,
in a
you
long
really
ass time.
pissed somebody off.
I don't honestly know how that works.
Whoever
Like,
fucking Stanley Kubrick cheated on in college is pissed at you, man.
it's not the Stanley Kubrick subreddit. It's my fucking channel subreddit, Andy. But yeah, I feel like somebody just saw the link to my subreddit and was like, "This fucking guy that doesn't even upload fucking videos has a subreddit. What kind of fucking bullshit is this?" And he just went
This
over and
fucking guy with his fucking videos that he fucking uploads every fucking year.
Yeah.
Once a fucking year
on that-
is
on
gonna
that
get
let's-
the fucking
on that
wrath
let-
of my downward fucking thumb.
On
And that just boosted the rating on this channel to R.
yes, it did. Now we have to go click the for like not children button.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people are gonna report
Planes,
us.
Trains, and Automobiles? I think I've said this before.
I wish.
heard
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
it's that one that Family Guy referenced when it was
Yeah.
like, you think you're a tough guy, or
You want to hurt me?
yeah, you want to hurt me.
My friends like me. But well, because it's like it's a relatively clean movie until one point when one of the characters just breaks down and starts swearing, just like fucking fuck. And that's like the only reason it's rated R is because he goes on like a 10 to 15 fuck tirade.
Yeah.
And
It's
it was
funny
made
when-
in like I don't have a really good frame of reference, but it
It's
was
70s,
not the 90s.
Doesn't it have Steve Martin in it?
Yeah, it's Steve Martin and John
Then that's
Candy.
90s.
Yeah, there you go.
That's 90s. 80s or 90s.
Is it?
You can
Late
just tell by the
80s, early
clothes.
90s.
Like how
The
short
Reagan
are the woman's
years.
hairs? Or hair.
Sweet Reagan years.
That sounded pubic for a second.
What?
It's morning in America again.
I've become a Time Lord. You guys ever watch, what is that show? China, Illinois?
No.
China,
It's a really
Illinois.
shitty show on Adult Swim.
Oh,
And there's an episode where Ronald Reagan's in there, and it's one of his quotes.
Well, what was that
Dude,
one
I
show
love
you showed me, Andy? Sorry, Charlie, but you showed me this one that was just bananas, like random ass videos, like stitched together in Crazy Pantsville.
Is it the scary one? Or the spooky one? Off the Air?
Off the air. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Any viewer out there that just doesn't want to sleep, go fucking watch that on YouTube. Off the air.
I
Adult
thought
Swim.
you were going to talk about bananas in pajamas.
Or
I was
that.
thinking that too. I love that
Bananas
show,
in pajamas.
man.
I don't even know what that is. God.
You don't know what Bananas in Pajamas is?
No, I mean,
Bananas in
Kelsey's
Pajamas
younger than
is
us.
like
We
a
have to remember
British
this.
kids show where they literally it's bananas, these mascot bananas wearing pajamas.
I
It's just
showed a
ma-
picture of
made
that
by
to Andy and
psychopaths.
Ermagerd speaking. He lost it for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah,
there.
I lost it. But yeah, no, it's just it's a kid show that I used to watch when I was a kid, and then it just fucking up and disappeared one day, and so I've always been
They
kind
do
of like
that.
pining for it again.
that's what happened with Invader Zim, and then like there was
Yeah.
a public outcry, and now it's like everywhere.
Yeah,
Fucking Invader Zim.
Invader Zim is the best.
Real Monsters, Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy. Dude, have
Cat
you like
Dog.
gone back and watched Ren and Stimpy? That show is fucked up.
It
the
is
first,
so
the first
fucked up.
fucking season was for adults.
It
Was
was,
it?
yeah. No, there was constant like issues because they wanted to make it more child friendly, and like I'm pretty sure the intention was to make it a child show. I'm almost certain of that.
It was so
But-
fucking dark and perverted.
But yeah, like they were like close up parts that they wanted to take out, and yeah, that show was definitely
Ren. Oh,
weird.
Ren.
Fucking, was
love
it
that
Buttered
show.
Toast Man? Powdered Toast Man?
What?
Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy? You don't remember
I
that?
don't remember that.
They would shake a candy and he got like a guy with a piece of toast for a head, and then there was like a muscular superhero or whatever.
No, I don't remember that, but it sounds amazing.
I just remember like whenever Ren would like go psycho, be like, "Stimpy, what are you doing, man? Can't take it anymore."
I honestly remember
Fool.
watching that
Stimpy, I
show
can
as
kiss
a
you.
kid and legitimately thinking it was terrifying. It was just like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like
Oh,
those shows
God,
were
yeah.
fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's like
Dude, Crazy Cowardly Dog is like one of my favorite shows in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
all I remember is like the episode where it's like the eggs are like spotted red and he turns freaking crazy or whatever.
They're
I think
just
the
like,
episode we all remember is the one with the fucking pharaoh who like fucking plagues them.
yeah, that's ringing a bell. I don't really
Then where he's like,
remember too much, but
return the slave, and he's off in the fucking like mist.
Oh
It's, like,
God,
the
that was
scariest
scary.
thing
I
you've
remember
ever seen
that.
as a
Jesus
child.
Christ.
the shows though like
wasn't
that they just have some like so like subversive parts to them that like you can see here like now as like an older person, not a kid is what I'm trying to say. and
Yeah.
you see it and you're like, how was this even possibly like, syndicated on like national television? This is beyond fucked.
Yeah,
But it's
like
just
that
abstract enough to be not, bad.
It's on the continuum, but it's gone so far onto one end of the continuum, it's fallen off the continuum itself.
Yeah.
It's just,
Wasn't that-
It's in the Twilight Zone weird area.
Yep.
Wasn't that Pharaoh thing like something where they record someone's like lips and eyes and like put it in like the?
No, that was a fucking different one.
Okay, because I remember that too.
Yeah, I remember that one too.
Oh my god, I don't remember these. I'm kind of glad I don't. I need to go download all of these like seasons from these shows and just like cry myself to sleep.
Yeah. Dude, Rocko's Modern Life had some pretty fucked up shit as well.
I never watched that. Never ever.
Rocko's Modern
Dude,
Life.
I'm looking at my DVDs of Rocko's Modern Life right now.
Oh,
my
jeez, I'm
God.
jelly.
Conglamo.
I'll just come on over to Illinois and we can just binge watch Rocko's
Yeah.
Modern Life. It'll just
Yeah.
come back to California.
The scary thing is the more I say that, the more it's going to happen. The more I get it in my mind that me and Charlie are just going to hunt you down one day and just
Yep.
hang out with you, the
Oh,
more
yeah.
it's a possibility.
Well, that's what happens
We
like
should
with
fly off to Cali and then road trip to PAX Prime or something.
Oh,
fucking
Christ, we
sounds
should.
amazing. And then we'll rent a booth for like $50 a day, and it'll
my
just be
God,
this
yes!
tiny little thing. We won't even have a
sounds
table.
amazing.
We won't even have a table. We'll just have microphones like with tiny little loudspeakers like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Like microphones that aren't working.
Dude, that would be a terrible road trip. That would be like 20 hours.
Oh, yeah.
From what?
But from like LA to Seattle.
Oh yeah. I'm in the middle of that road trip though, so it would be
Oh,
like
you're
on
more
your
in the
way.
middle of that? You're in
Wait,
Northern
whoa,
California.
LA to Seattle?
Oh, I thought you lived in LA. Do you not live in LA?
I don't live. I
you
live
live
in
in
California.
Northern
Don't you
north
mean
of San
LA?
Fran or something?
I live in Northern California.
Oh,
To
okay,
be
that
more
wouldn't be. That would be
specific
more
for
like
all
10
the people
hours
that are
then.
gonna murder
Not too
me.
bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I'm actually right off of Interstate 80. Oh, don't murder me.
Let's
might
kill him.
be,
Let's find him and kill him and take
Oh,
his show.
I'm not
driven
worried
on
about you
Interstate
guys
80
murdering me.
on
I'm
this side of the
I'm worried about
country.
the guy that goes and downvotes all of my subreddit posts that's gonna murder me.
I
Oh,
might be
God.
coming out to Anaheim in like April for a training course.
What's
No,
Anaheim?
You guys are going to hang out with
But Anaheim's all the way in LA though. That's far.
Anaheim, California.
Yeah.
We could
They
make
have
it
a
work,
like
Charlie.
Anaheim World theme park or something?
They have their own hockey team.
Oh,
good for
you're
them.
right. Anaheim is far away.
I'm
It's like
babysitting dogs right now, and they're about to start making noise, I think. They've woken up from their naps.
you're looking at them like making
Dude,
eye
you
contact.
always have your parents' freaking dogs with you. How often do they travel?
It's because my brother's like a fucking superstar athlete, so they're gone like every other weekend for one reason or another.
Oh yeah, that's.
And
yeah,
you ever
okay.
seen the movie Twins
No.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Yes.
It's fucking me. I'm Danny DeVito. It's a movie about like
too
No,
tall.
don't come over here. Go away, please. It's a movie about these two twins, and one of them was like they took all the goodness out of both of them and put it into one, and took all the shit out of both of them and put it into one. So you've got like
Yeah, I
one
remember that
super
now.
twin. and
Aren't
one,
they
like,
also in
really-
a movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger gets pregnant?
I have no idea,
I have always heard of people talking about that movie and have no fucking clue what movie that is.
but I'm basically
Twins
like,
or Arnold
shit
Schwarzenegger getting
miss
pregnant?
No idea.
that they took out of my brother and put into me.
Yeah, it's only like a 6-hour drive for me, probably, Andy or Charlie.
Oh, good,
So-
good. I'll fly. I don't care, man. This is gonna happen.
Wait, when are you gonna do the Anaheim thing?
I mean, it would be in like April sometime, but those courses are like 8 hours each day, so I would like basically just like do that, go back to my hotel, get dinner, and like die.
Maybe hire a prostitute, do some cocaine.
Are they just
But
gonna
if
fly
that-
you in,
baby.
fly you
If
out?
that happens, I'll be really excited for that because I want to get to Los Angeles very badly.
Why? It's
I wanted to,
horrible
like-
there.
I was gonna
almost
say
wanna,
it
like move
sounds
out there.
like a place you wouldn't.
Why the
want
fuck
buried.
would you want to move to LA? I mean,
Well,
there are some
my
reasons.
reasoning is because I'm used to East Coast insanity, hustle and bustle. So like LA would like at least
So then you have
Give me
West
what I'm
Coast
used to.
insanity,
You
but
can't
hustle and bustle.
breathe.
All the hustle and bustle of the East Coast with all the entitlement and bullshit of the West Coast.
Yeah, the
You
fake
gotta move to
tits
fucking
and
Illinois, man. We keep it
Oh.
real in Illinois.
God.
get murdered.
It's such a shitty place to live. Oh my god, my dogs
Yeah, what am
are
I
getting
gonna do?
really
I'm gonna go to
excited now.
Chicago and take a selfie with the bean every day or something.
You guys should just move to California, but not to LA, because LA is just you can't breathe. You just die of asphyxiation.
My
used
dogs
to
are
that
really
here.
getting excited. They're licking me. They're gonna start making noises.
They're like rough.
Stop
See,
it.
this,
Rough.
this is why I'm
Stop
going to
it.
visit it first.
Don't
See
do
what
it.
it's like. I've been to San Francisco.
We can all move to
No,
San
they're
Francisco
all
and
over
pay
me, man.
$20,000
They're
a
knocking around
month
the mic
to
stand.
live.
I've also been to Seattle.
Have you?
Yes.
Gosh,
fuck
you're a
outta here.
traveled man, aren't you?
Get out of here. Sit
Indeed.
down.
I've not left the country, though.
Yeah, Charlie's a bitch compared to me. I've been to Mexico.
Have you really?
I've actually never been to Mexico.
I've been to Mexico if you count California.
I do.
Aren't I?
I've been to
great?
Canada. That's the only other country I've been to.
I've been to Canada if you
Canada.
count California.
Canada's
what?
just America, but with nicer healthcare.
Oh, I've been to fucking... Yeah.
Well, there goes
I've also
all of
been
our
to
white
Japan,
people.
if you count California. Nobody's
There goes
counting
what?
California,
Our American
Kelsey.
audience? I know.
Canada's just our hat. Not California, America, I mean.
Yeah.
Canada's the nice apartment above a fucking meth lab.
Who gets
All right, I
distribution
can't take credit
deals.
for
And then
that.
Mexico's just all the dead bodies.
I can't take credit for that. That's not mine. I did not come up with
I
that.
figured
Better
it
not
wasn't
have.
yours.
This is way too good.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's Robin Williams.
Oh,
God.
Robin Williams too soon.
Too soon, man, to
Or maybe
mention a guy
Jon
who was
Stewart. I
funny.
don't know.
Yeah.
Robin
Okay,
Williams is hilarious.
My dogs are driving me insane. I
He
gotta
made
deal with this
Robin
situation.
Williams was like really big into video games, which I'm sure everyone knows by now because it's like
Yeah, his daughter's name is Zelda.
yeah, you're right. But he made like one of the very first like gameplay commentary videos on YouTube of Spore,
Yeah.
Did he really?
and it's
Yeah,
fucking
he did.
hilarious.
Is there a video of that still?
There
Yeah.
is, yeah.
It's a
Oh my
It's like
God,
in an
let's
fucking
watch it.
auditorium,
horrible.
right?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
they're doing like a press conference showing like the early alpha versions of Spore, and they just give it to like Robin Williams, and he's like, "Oh, okay, so I'm gonna make a tail on this guy. Oh, you know what that does?" He's like making like
Yeah, exactly.
fucking funny sex
There's
jokes. and
a-
Just
stuff.
Robin Williams all over it.
Yeah.
Apparently, like they interviewed him about playing Battlefield 2. He's like, "Yeah, I like being a sniper because I like owning noobs."
Yep. Now he is
Well, now I'm
heavy
sad
into the
that he's
video
dead.
games. Yeah,
I
no,
know.
he's a great guy.
Stand up is. There are so many people I know who have never seen his stand up. I'm like, watch it, but first prepare yourself mentally for raunchiness because I know you're not used to it from him.
Yeah,
you're a
for real
coward.
though. He was in so many movies that were like not raunchy compared to a lot of his
Patch
outside of.
Adams.
And then his stand up, there's a whole bit where they give him like 30 water bottles so he can like simulate jizz coming out of his dick.
Jesus.
Sounds like a Charlie funny thing, not a highbrow Andy fun.
Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit.
That was a fake laugh. That was for a joke. I don't find that funny. Jizz isn't funny. It's not
You
funny,
could not
man.
finish that sentence.
Except
Fuck off.
jizz is the funniest thing that is affected by physics.
The funniest
our
name
physical
for it
realm.
is spunk.
I
The name
heard
Spunk for
that
jizz
the
cracks
type
me
of
up.
music that they play in the Mos Eisley Cantina in Star Wars is called jizz. And I have to look that up right now. And I'm afraid to Google jizz Star Wars, you know?
You can't tell me that like
You're gonna
in the
get
70s
pictures of Princess
people didn't
Leia
call
just
sperm
covered in
jizz.
shit.
That's bullshit.
What was that, Kelsey?
I said that you can't tell me that jizz wasn't a thing in the 70s. Like
Oh,
surely
of course it
people
was.
had already referred to
Here you go.
that as
Jizz was an upbeat, swinging genre of music most
my
notably
God.
performed by Friggin' Dan and the Modal Nodes and the Max Rebo Band. Subgenres of jizz include the jizz wall, all by day, and glitz. Also, Jets was slightly similar to jizz.
Are you telling me this is like Star Wars canon genres of music, or is
Other
this fucking
notable
actual?
jizz bands include Bobolo Baker's All Bith Band, Ivar Orbis and his Galactic Jizz Waiters.
So this is in the
Jizz
universe
Whalers.
of Star Wars.
Jizz Whalers. I'm sorry, it's even funnier. Hot friggin' Da'an 2 and the new modal nodes and the Sosnes.
That one was also funny.
Too much
There you
internet
go.
for one day.
Oh my god! One of the jizz instruments is called the jizz box. And I'm 13.
Sounds like
again.
a hotel room.
13 again.
The slither horn, the pluung sounder, the
In the
peel
fifth
rod.
grade.
the
I graduated the
Nalgron.
fourth grade. I'm now in the fifth grade.
It's so stupid. I love it.
Wow.
Oh God.
I can't think of a better, just a better thing to talk about than a jizz box.
I know.
Like, if
That
only
is a
Skype
great
didn't have a
song.
delay, we could actually make music here.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, oh, oh. We've,
And then Relo gets owned by Han Solo.
Yeah.
who shot first? The fucking alien did.
Relo.
You motherfucker.
He was,
Han
he was an
Solo.
awful shot too. Han Solo
He's
didn't
an
even
awful
flinch.
shot. Also, his gun, Han Solo's gun, changes in like every fucking frame of the movies.
Does it?
Such a
I
fucking
figured that
nerd,
out.
man.
I was watching this
Goddamn.
episode of Tested when they were recreating his gun, and like people that want to recreate his gun got screenshots of fucking Han Solo's gun, and it changes like completely.
Fucking.
So
yeah.
it's like there's not even a real like Han Solo gun. There's just like
There's just several.
oh my gosh,
That was much better than I was expecting.
it's too
I
loud.
wanted to hate that, but well done.
Yeah, that was actually fairly authentic.
I like Jabba the Hutt, how he just speaks in like B word, like nothing.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
biscuit.
All right. So, have you guys ever seen the original cut Star Wars?
The
I
one without
believe-
Anakin Skywalker at the end?
Like the ones from the 70s, not even like the redone 90s ones.
No.
I don't think
Okay,
I have.
How
because,
would I
like-
have seen those?
Because in the redone 90s ones, like Jabba the Hutt is obviously like CGI when like Han Solo runs into him trying to get to the Millennium Falcon.
Wait, they
How did that-
they
did that scene-
CGI'd shit
That
that
scene's not
wasn't
even in there.
Did that
Wait,
scene even exist in
That's
the
not it.
original
No.
Star Wars?
When does that
Oh,
even
okay.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm such a not big fan of Star Wars, and I'm not even doing that to be edgy and cool because I don't like what people
Because Star
like.
Wars is just about to be cool.
No. Oh, I guess.
gotta
yeah.
get out from under this. I gotta
Yeah.
get ahead of this. Star Wars
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Good.
I've got to be the late to the game yet early to the new people.
Yeah. Late to the game, yet early to the championship.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've never hated Star Wars. It's just this all the bullshit. Like, why you paint a painting, everyone loves it for like 20 years, and then you go no. You see, I gotta give me the brush. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And then
Okay,
everyone's
first what we're
like,
gonna do is we're gonna take some fucking nail polish remover, get rid of all this paint. No, it wasn't good
Yeah.
enough.
I hate
yellow.
We're gonna
Yellow
paint
wasn't even
underneath
necessary.
it, and then we're gonna try and paint over what that is with the original painting.
We're gonna put some Prussian
George-
blue over these hills. Okay, we're gonna put some
George
Prussian
Lucas
blue.
is
We're
such
gonna
a-
make some happy
he's
little
such a-
clouds.
I'm just gonna doodle this weird, gross, annoying duck man in the bottom. What do we call him? Jar Binks.
I mean, you saw a taste of like the first, like episode 1, 2, and 3 stupidity coming in when they added like that singing scene in like the frickin' third in like in Return of the Jedi or whatever when they're at Jabba Hutt's place.
All I remember from like the first episode or
what
whatever it
singing
was.
scene?
Like the
They're
part where they're like
always-
they're it's like that weird little fat alien chick with the long like mouth thing is like singing or whatever when they're at Jabba the Hutt's
Oh,
place. I don't think that was in the original cut too. I think they added that in.
interesting.
It's bullshit.
But maybe they didn't. I don't know. But it seems like I don't know. I like George Lucas is such a tyrant with that shit. Like you cannot buy the original cuts like anywhere. Like they're not for sale or anything.
you can
Oh,
pirate
yeah.
them. I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm
was
sure
gonna
there's
say,
some
you
like
probably
Ukrainian
steal them if
guy
you're-
I
that
wanna
like
buy 'em.
Adventurous
no.
enough.
they're probably in like a different language, and there's like a shitty dub over another dub, and it's like, yeah.
Lucas, I am your not mother, but also parent of yours.
shitty person.
Yeah. I hate how they had to put the frickin' Anakin in there though. That's so stupid.
At the end in like the
Yeah.
Force form.
It's just like I don't want to see that piece of trash in this good ones here.
Lucas Skyrunner, you are my father.
Have you
Man.
ever seen any of is it Dave Odenkirk, I think?
Odenkirk, yeah, he's making the new
Sounds
Breaking Bad show.
familiar.
You guys,
Yeah,
are you guys
yeah,
aware
yeah.
of that? The new Breaking Bad show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Better
Better
Call
Call Saul.
Mhm. Can't wait
What?
for that
No, it's not him then. Hold on.
shit. Yeah, Bob Odenkirk,
Steve-
not Dave. Bob Odenkirk.
No, then is it Steve Odenkirk?
I don't know. There can't be more than one Odenkirk in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's Steve.
Did I-
It's not Odin. It's Oedeker. It's like O de Kirk.
Oda Kirk.
Yeah, he made all those. Oh my god, my dog is just fucking staring at me, going.
It wants to go to the bathroom.
I know they do.
But they're not gonna.
These have you ever seen the Thumb movies before?
The Thumb?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my
Attack
god.
of the Thumb.
Oh
Attack of the Thumb?
God.
Oh,
made
those
that up.
with the googly eyes?
Thumb Man, or no, Bat Thumb, Thumbtanic.
I've heard of them. I've
Thumb
never
Wars.
seen them though.
Oh.
Oh my god, those were at fucking Blockbuster, and I
Yep.
was always scared as shit when I saw the titles of those because they were scary looking.
Yep.
And I always thought they were like pornos or something. I don't even know, dude. Don't ask
No,
me.
well they're like really great movies. You should watch them.
I want to watch them now.
They're like surrealist. It's hilarious.
What?
I'm just-
Okay. Well, that's what Twin
just
Peaks
gonna-
is. So
I'm just gonna well then you'll love them, so you should watch them.
good.
The in the Star Wars one, his name is like Loke Ground Runner.
Hilarious play on words right there.
Yeah, yeah. And his aunt and uncle, they're like Aunt soon dead and Uncle gonna bite it. It's beautiful.
That's amazing.
It's a beautiful.
Quit spoiling it for me. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, I thought you said you just weren't.
No, of course I'm gonna watch it. It's just not
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
soon because I'm gonna be re-listening to this podcast and then I'll
Oh
be like,
no, sure. I thought you were just being a dick about it. Like, yeah, well, I won't.
I'm never a dick. I'm a perfect person. I never
Are
make
you
mistakes.
insane? You're a dick 90%. An hour ago, you were like, yeah, I get my peanut butter at the store made there for me.
Okay, that's a normal thing around here.
Not
okay?
around here.
Well,
Accompanied
there
by
it comes.
Andy's ridiculous reaction.
Yeah,
It might have been over the top. I just couldn't believe that was real, and you're not one to lie. So
it's completely normal around these parts.
you know what? That I'm worried now that I've said that because I'm worried that I'm gonna fucking go to the grocery store and see
Yeah.
one there and realize that I've just been missing this my entire life.
You
Oh,
have
look,
been, I'm
fresh made
sure.
peanut butter. I shall indulge.
Yeah, I shall indulge.
It's not even like more expensive. That's the crazy
Oh.
thing.
Good.
I just fill two big old like 16 ounce or probably 12 ounce things of it, and I'm just like, I got me some peanut butter for the week. Okay.
You just go home and you like eat it with a spoon, and then you like pan
No,
to the empty peanut butter jar. And
Did
you're
you
like,
guys hear
ugh.
any of what's going on my end?
I do, but it's like they're cute sounds. They're not annoying
I'm
sounds.
putting playing cards in their mouths right now, and they're not really doing anything with them. They're just kind of taking them and then throwing them.
Oh, okay. You can't say these things without a webcam. We need to get video now.
Are
Everyone
they
buy a
trying to eat
webcam.
'em? You ate
I
her?
realize none of this matters to anyone except me. Just sitting here being crazy, just putting playing cards in their mouth, and they take a bite and throw them defiantly.
They're like, this is not food.
They're getting upset.
They're gonna start attacking.
They're starting to slap my leg. Here. That's a spade. Those are tasty.
So you're feeding? Are they eating the cards?
No, they literally bite them just to get a hold of them to throw them.
Wow. I'm kind of jealous
Like-
of your dogs. What kind of
Like,
dogs do
nah,
you
stop
have?
giving me this shit. Nah,
They're
give me
just
real
two
food.
poodles. A little one and a big one.
Poodles. And you
Everyone-
talk to me about my smug fucking peanut butter shit.
Yeah.
Poodles.
Poodles are badass,
They're-
man.
Fuck, I've never heard poodles and badass in the same fucking book.
They're the only dog that can fucking hunt a bear, man.
What the
What?
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, here, I'll
Poodles
Google
hunting
it
a
and
bear?
hope that it's true.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Fat fucking chance, bitch.
The fattest
on.
chance that has ever been.
Hold on. We're gonna find
This is bullshit.
facts.
There's a lot of bullshit happening right now, ladies and gentlemen.
No, if you Google this fucking shit, man.
I think you're high as
Hunting
a fucking
poodles,
kite.
field proven.
You were
It's a
high as a
fact.
fucking kite. I hate how my female voice is just Mickey Mouse.
This is a bad Mickey Mouse.
It's a really bad Mickey Mouse.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, like I said, the Nerdist podcast, like
Oh
I
my
said
God.
to you guys, not in this podcast, but the Nerdist podcast, they interviewed Bill Gates, and I haven't listened to it yet, but just the fact that they did makes me so
Gates.
fucking just happy that, like, there's this podcast. that can interview Bill Gates. Bill Gates is just like, hey, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
He has a really kind of not utterly masculine voice, which fits his.
No, he has a very
Hi, Bill
nerdy
Gates.
voice. You can say it.
Hi.
Have you
I
seen the
always
South
imagine
Park
with,
movie?
Like the most nerdy, just quintessentially nerdy voice.
You saw the South Park movie, right?
Yeah, I'm
Where
sure
the general's trying to like show everyone the battle plan. He's like, "Fucking Windows 97." It's like, get Bill Gates out here.
Oh yeah.
It's like you said it would be better. It's like it is faster. Over 5. Just like shoots him with that.
Yep.
The best part from that movie is Operation Black Shield, and all of the black guys are just in front. Then they're like,
Haven't
"Fuck
you heard
this!"
the
and they all
Emancipation
jump.
Proclamation?
Yeah.
I don't listen to
remember
rap
that
music.
now. That was horrible.
And then they all just, but the best part's they all just like duck down and like everyone that gets like fucked but them.
Just the idea of going to war with Canada is just an absurd like premise.
Blame
if
Canada. Blame
you will.
Canada.
Also, the fact that they made a musical movie, which I didn't hate, is amazing. Like
The fact that it works.
Yeah, it worked amazingly. Like, I hate musicals beyond anything else in life.
What about Willy Wonka? Is that a musical?
Yes,
The original?
probably.
I love that movie.
The
I
original
can't
or the
say
new
it.
one?
The original.
The original
one creeped
with
me out as a fucking child. Jesus
it's
Christ.
a creepy ass movie. This guy's literally going room by room, offing. It's basically Saw. He's just murdering these children, and it's basically Saw.
Yeah.
What are you
it's
watching?
Great.
It's fucking awful. He's going
great.
room by room, and every single room they go in, a kid fucking dies or something horrible happens to them. And
Yeah.
What are you watching?
the Willy Wonka movie.
Oh.
Like, it's really crazy. What happens? There's conspiracies
great.
about it and stuff. It's really
It's
cool.
so fucking great.
Fizzy bubbles.
It's just wrong.
It's great. Are you shitting me?
I'm not saying it's not great. I'm saying
It's
it's
so
fucked.
amazing that movie exists. And then at the end, when he fucking freaks out and he's like, "You, sir, get nothing. Good day." It's the
Yeah.
greatest scene in cinema history.
I don't even count that as like an actual like cinematic movie. It's just this weird fucking delusional,
You shitting me?
insane thing. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not discrediting it. Well, I am discrediting it, but
That's literally what you're doing.
You
But-
get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, exactly that. That is a
I love that
prolific
actor.
fucking statement right there.
I just
I
never
like,
experienced it in my childhood. I watched that movie probably 5 times, but I only saw the beginning of it when they go through the fucking little doors, and that scared the shit out of me. And just the idea of, anyways.
Little doors
those-
freak
those-
me out, okay?
Those tacky little hallways.
I don't think
I went to
creep me out.
Legoland and I got lost and
Oh, I was gonna
Which-
say when I mentioned Legoland earlier. Whenever I think of Legoland, I just think of a park built out of Legos, and it scares me because it's like everything's just gonna topple over and fall. It's a horrible idea.
what? Wait, why is Legoland closed? It's like 10-mile-an-hour winds, and that's basically the 9/11 for Legoland.
Oh my god.
Is it too soon for those sorts of things?
No, it's not too soon.
It was never too soon because it's a government conspiracy. White people did it.
Of course, white people did it. White people do everything important.
Did you know Middle Easterners are technically considered white?
This podcast has no demographic right now. There's no one listening because
For
we've
me,
just
personally, like,
ruined everyone.
and it might just be because I'm a white person. I just don't care about anybody. You're all humans and you're all shitty.
Right, exactly.
Or
Everyone
I guess I
is
should say
just
we're all humans and we're all shitty.
yeah. You are all
It's not like me and the rest of the world, and there goes the big dog.
yeah.
I mean, race is a thing made up by humans.
Yeah, it's a silly thing. We like when people talk about race, they make it sound like we're different species, but we're
Yeah, they
literally
do. They really do. And it's
we're
amazing.
literally-
If you get like a guy from Africa and a woman from Japan to mate, you get a human. You don't get like some new species.
Yeah.
or
Well, the fact
whatever.
that they can mate is just the fact there that they're the
right,
same
right.
species.
It's one
Yeah.
of the basic requirements for species sex. If
It's
you want
literally the litmus test to see if they're the same species.
exactly. It's a dumb little silly thing, and it comes down to vitamin D. It's the sun that fucked us all.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Fucking sun ruining everything.
People only became white so they could absorb vitamin D or sunlight at higher altitudes.
And we mutated so we can have lactose.
It wasn't
like-
altitudes, was it? It was
Or latitudes.
okay.
Yeah,
I thought I said
latitudes.
latitudes.
You said altitudes. I was like, what the fuck are you talking
Did I?
about?
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that and break your balls because I like you, but then I was like, no, this has to be done. I can't have people out there thinking like, the higher I go, the more sun I need.
It's like this fucker knows
Yeah.
about relativity, but he says altitudes instead of latitudes. He's
Yeah,
got
exactly.
no credibility.
Fucking Fermi's paradox.
Yeah, that was fair of you.
Oh god. But no, I love the fact that people are still like, no, all life did not start in Africa. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's like, what do you want me to say?
What do I do? Do I just tell you you're wrong and have you completely disregard science, or?
It gets to me that there are so many people that are just beyond reason.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
That's my problem with humans. Like, I love people and I love the potential for everyone, but when it comes down to it, it's I'm past openness. I'm past new ideas.
In an ironic kind of way, it's kind of like incredible that we could get to like that point, but on the other hand, it's just like fuck that though.
I'm fairly certain that their defense mechanisms.
Oh yeah, because like challenging those things is like challenging who they
Right,
are at
because
their very
yeah.
core.
It's
I've
questioning.
said this before, I think they
Like if- yeah.
reaffirm that belief every day or every time
Yeah.
that comes
Yeah.
up, and then once you're like, yeah, no, it's not. That's like if somebody were to the Matrix. It's essentially the blue pill, red pill
Yeah.
scene from the Matrix.
It's like, I want out. Let me out.
And
He's
it's
gonna
like,
pap.
what if I told you?
That's the best line from the movie. He got a pop. Look out. He's gonna pop.
Everyone's like, breathe, and fucking Cypher's just like, he's gonna pap.
And that should be like the key component to know that he's gonna be the bad guys. Everyone's concerned, and then Cypher's just like, he's gonna pap just like everyone.
Oh, dude, I fucking love the movies where you can tell who the bad guy's going to be. So
Did you just
far
call
ahead of
Cypher
the time.
Cypress?
Yeah. What's
For
that?
me?
Did Kelsey just call Cypher Cypress, or am I imagining things?
I meant
Cyrus.
Cypher. I mispronounce everything I say. I meant to say Cypher.
You might have
but
called him Cypress.
I probably did. I probably did for all I know. I was in the moment.
I was in
Doing
the heat
crazy
of the moment,
shit.
man.
Yeah, man. Adrenaline
It's got
was pumping.
fucking heated really
Yeah.
fast.
It's good for decreasing engines and killing brain cells.
Oh man. Oh man.
I just
We have-
wanted to have some awkward silence in there. Got that now.
I just like that everyone's afraid of silence and everything, and it's like silence is just among the best things ever made.
I found to myself to be an extremely like audible video game player.
Yes, you are.
It's amazing.
In Half-Life, you made some sounds that you don't make in any other Let's Play.
I know. I
I
like that though. I like that I do that. And if people don't like that, I guess they can just not watch it.
And then
Yep.
Ray Romano made a little showing up a little bit there. You're like, ah!
See, the fact that Charlie loves this only makes me want to go deeper down the rabbit hole and just
Deborah!
things. Deborah.
It's the unrelatability that kills it for me. But
Oh,
I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Charlie's sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
It
wonderful
ain't
thing
easy
about
being orange,
humor.
motherfucker.
What's it?
It's like Kermit the Frog. I am completely impartial to human life.
I'm impartial to human life. I do not care at all for you people.
That was Andy being Kermit the Frog as Gordon Freeman.
That's the magnum opus of my career.
Why did you say that? What was the context?
Just
Or is
nothing.
it that?
Just
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be
obviously.
hilarious if Gordon
Yeah.
Freeman talked like Kermit the Frog?
Yeah.
It ain't easy being orange, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, because you never hear Gordon Freeman's voice, I was like, what if he
Oh.
just talks like Kermit the
Yeah.
Frog?
Yeah.
What if he's got this completely Wouldn't that be the worst thing if they gave him a voice in Fallout 3? Or not Fallout 3? Sorry, I'm playing Fallout right now. I should probably turn that off.
Are you really, you
Half-Life 3.
bastard?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
What? Are you asking me a fucking question
I'm
about
asking
Half-Life?
you, what would your opinion be if they gave him a voice? In
Gordon Freeman a
God damn
voice?
it, in Half-Life 3.
I'm not the man to
Oh.
ask. You guys are the circle. I mean,
That's
my
right. You don't even
He's not
care
supposed
about
to have
a
the
voice,
I
'cause
like
monumental
Half-Life,
amazing
but
series.
I don't have this fucking Kermit the Frog ness about it to where I would go that deep into the hellhole. But yeah, if they were to
him
give
having
voice,
a voice destroys the immersion, if you will.
Exactly.
right? So
Your
talked about
thoughts are
this
supposed to
in
be
the
Gordon Freeman's thoughts.
Yep. Yeah. Obviously, it's unnecessary because they made Half-Life 2 like what 5 years after Half-Life 1.
7,
And
6 or 7.
oh, I thought it was like 1999. It was 1997.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Well,
98
okay.
maybe.
7 years. And they could have made that decision then. You know what I'm saying?
So at this rate, they're 5 years overdue for Half-Life
Exactly,
3.
yeah.
Something like
It's
that.
not happening, man. All the
No,
people
they're-
who liked Half-Life have fucking kids and shit.
Well, I mean, I think they were originally going to do an episode 3, but then I think they scrapped that and they're making a new engine now, so it's going to look
Right.
smexy again.
Oh yeah,
so.
I definitely believe Valve is making a new Source engine, basically. You know what I mean? Because obviously the Source
yeah.
engine has spawned like a million different things, and so
Yeah.
they see the potential in that in a capitalistic, beautiful way.
Yeah.
And no doubt they will make another Half-Life because everyone like I don't know if everyone wants it. Honestly, I mean I couldn't. The only reason I would want it is because the sandboxiness of Half-Life games they're so fun, and it would be cool to do that in a next gen brand new engine way. But
I
as
love
far as
that,
storyline goes, I don't give a shit.
Go ahead and talk.
It's hard to imagine an end to the series at this point.
Yeah, no, it is.
But the next one's going to be awesome because they're going to get you're going to have portal guns in it for sure.
Oh god,
Oh.
yes.
Portal guns, but like in a first person shooter environment, that would be
Yeah,
Right.
it's
that
going
would
to be
good.
insane.
I
Yes,
love that
please.
Valve has a very aggressive commitment issue with like trilogies. Like they've got Dota 1, Dota 2, Portal 1, Portal 2, Left 4 Dead 1,
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Well, Half-Life is kind of
Yeah,
weird
Left 4
because
Dead
they
1
made
and Left 4 Dead
episodic
2 came out
content.
within like 2 years of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the same game. I know they're not the same game. I'm just coming from this.
I like-
No, they
I
are.
like
basically
Ellis
the
and the
same
characters in the second one better.
which plays basically no role into the actual game.
Game. My friends call me Coach.
Friends call me Coach.
Yeah. Just, there's no. It's the same game.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead 3, I'm excited for. I don't care though.
Yeah, we'll play through all the campaigns and be like, it's the same thing.
It's
Yeah.
the same game.
I still think the only zombie game I care about, like, yeah, I kind of like DayZ, but that's sort of a fun little thing you mess around and then immediately regret. But
Did you hear that Sony has like released a DayZ type kind of game? It's in like beta right now or
we're
something.
talking about H1Z1.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about that because
Why is
there's
it bad?
no. It's not even like I've heard a lot of like, oh my god, it's early access. They released a piece of shit and they're charging money for it. Or I think it's actually free to play. I don't know. It's early
Are you gonna
access.
talk about how great Dead Island is? 'Cause you
No,
should.
all I was going to say actually is that the only games I'm excited for would be like Dead Rising, but honestly I don't even know why I thought that because Dead Rising 3 is fucking awful from
Yeah,
what
why
I can
would
tell.
you think that?
Yeah,
I've
so-
never played Dead Rising 1. I think I'm gonna buy that and start playing that.
Yeah,
Play it,
Dead
man.
Rising 2 on the PC is supposed to be like a really good port. I'm pretty
Is Dead Rising 1 even on the PC?
no, I'm pretty sure it's only on the Xbox 360.
Son of a
Which
bitch.
is not legit, if you ask me. I think it's worth playing because it's a lot of fun, but
I want to play it, but now I guess I can't.
Go out
Yeah.
and buy an Xbox. They're like $3.
I think
The-
someone in my house has a 360. I could get a.
Yeah.
the weird thing about
Dead
Dead Rising is it did so many like things where you see like this person and he's like a perfectionist making a thing, and you see him putting all this detail into something that's utterly like that doesn't even grab the eye. No one needs the detail there, but like
Yeah.
Dead
it's-
Rising had like in the mall you were at, there were like 60,000 zombies, and like the way the game played, it was just there are zombies in certain areas and they just regenerate basically when you leave, but there's enough like thought and care in it to where if you kill over some number, it's like 58,000 something. If you kill that many zombies, none spawn because you've killed every single zombie, like every single person in the town of Willamette, which is where the mall is. You kill all those zombies and there's none that spawn. They just like they end it because
It really has like a counter that it keeps
Yep.
track of for all that.
yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Isn't
There's a
that
counter
amazing?
in the bottom left, but it actually does that, and it's fucking absurd. And the storyline's crazy, and like
I don't
there's
think it's well, I guess in some senses it's absurd.
it's
I think
absurdly
cool.
like detailed because you would never really know that unless you either looked at the achievements because it is an achievements, or you just tried to do it, and it's like impossible to do without basically immediately getting to the vehicles and just running over zombies in the parking lot over and over again.
Over. And
It takes
over
it
and
takes
over.
real life hours and hours and hours. Like, it's not a fun ordeal.
No.
But
Then again, that's the point of achievements.
true. And I've always hated achievements because
Yeah,
they're
to make you
stupid.
hate a game.
Yeah, basically.
I love achievements.
It's kind of fun to get them when they're achievements, but they're not usually. That's the problem.
That's true. Well, yeah, I like achievements because sometimes they give me motivation to do something.
Yeah, like if it's interesting and fun. But if it's kill 5,000 blah blah blah, then fuck that shit. That's just
That's
repetitive, boring nonsense.
And then you also have the problems where it's like you load up a game and the first 10 minutes you get like 8 achievements. 'Cause it's
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
Buy your first car. Open the menu. Take a poop.
Yeah.
And it's just like great.
Yeah.
Good.
That was one of the problems, I'm pretty sure, because Microsoft like mandated the fact that games have to have achievements and they have to have 1,000 gamer score, and achievements could only go up to a certain like gamer score, so they had to put in like this many achievements, and it's kind of bullshit. But yeah, Dead Rising also was really interesting because it had like a plethora of endings. It had like probably 10 endings that you could get, and that's sort
I
of
think we found
interesting.
another one of those words.
Plethora.
Plethora.
Yeah, plethora.
I'm an idiot. No, but you know,
There's a
plethora.
We'll get it
you
eventually.
you can actually get a
Plethora.
Mega Man costume in Dead Rising 1.
Yeah, it actually kind of plays like a Mega Man game in the sense that like you can go into certain areas and like find these weird things that seem like glitches, but they're really just like level design quirks. Like if you kill the clown guy that has dual wielding chainsaws that practically last forever, it unlocks this little like hidey hole in a bathroom, and you can climb up in a vent, and then it'll just teleport you to the other end of the mall. Like it's kind of a cheaty thing, but it's amazing if you know that.
It's beautiful.
It's really funny. It's just one of those games that has all those little secrets that are only found in like Japanese games,
Yeah.
which is really cool. But but yeah, Dead Rising, I like Dead Rising. Dead Rising 2 was cool. I never really played it a huge amount, but they definitely made some solid improvements from what I could tell. And the PC port is not shit, so that's a good
There
thing.
you go. That's good. Good enough for me.
Basically, I think it's not shit. You should always. Children out there, you should always check PC Gaming Wiki for any PC game you buy that was a console port, because they'll tell you if it's shit or not.
Like Dark Souls. Oh, God.
Yeah. Dark Souls you could get running like
That game was like
pretty
the
easily.
shittiest port to the PC.
Well,
that I can think of.
vanilla. But, I mean, I honestly
GTA
find...
4.
Yeah, GTA 4 was shit on release, but now it plays at 60 FPS no problem because the hardware's catched up.
Yeah, finally.
Didn't
And
even do anything to Dark Souls from what I could tell.
No, the Dark Souls, really easily you can mod it. Like, it's a super simple thing.
Oh.
But if you're someone that is
for
like...
your average Joe, though.
Yeah, for your average person that like has 3 games and they only play 1 game and they just want to go play, Dark Souls or whatever it was because their friends told them to, and then they buy it and it's like the worst running game, then yeah, I would be a pissed off consumer.
Good.
Good.
Is he gone now?
Is he?
I don't know. Well,
Doesn't look
folks,
right.
that's the end of LDR Radio.
Yeah, I think
thanks for
so.
watching. Charlie and I
Bye-bye.
are going to close out the show. So, Charlie, did you have a good time?
I did. Did you have a good
I
time?
did have a good time. Cham, yum, yum. My
We
favorite
had
part
some-
was when Kelsey left and we got to end it together.
I know, because I feel like he's the narrator to
I
this
feel like he
spiel.
takes control of us. But
Take
yeah.
control, Daddy-o.
thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
I hope Kelsey leaves that in.
Yeah, no, it has to be left in.
I hope he lets us be the ones who end it and isn't like, you fucking assholes. He's probably on Skype right now like, don't end it! Don't end the fucking recording, man!